In the beginning, the average man-child only dreamt that one day, he can enjoy a fresh slice of za with the boys while talking about random topics average human beings may deem deplorable, disgusting, and maybe even downright insulting. Now an average man-child who cannot consume that sweet succulent za brings that dream to life with this meaningless podcast, which showcases how far humanity has fallen. Bless all forms of intelligence.
We are live, back at it again in the basement. My name is Dylan Murphy, and here today, in the basement, as I said before, I have two very special people. First up, you know him, you love him. Zachariah, Zach Boy Genius.
Zach Attack.
Hello.
And second off, we have...
Making my return.
Making the prodigal son returns.
After how many... What episode is this? Do you know what episode this is?
20-something.
But we're just going to add ballpark. About 22 episode strike. I'm back on the Pizza Zone.
Dan,
it's been
the man.
Well over a year.
Let's give it up for Daniel the Manual.
That's right, I clap for myself. My voice probably sounds way different from when it did a year ago, so no one probably recognizes.
That was fucking junior year.
No one will probably recognize this.
Crazy.
Unless the real OGs of the Pizza Zone.
The real
podcast,
Pizza Zone OG. The Pizza Zone stands. I know you're out there. The 2 or 3 of you. I know you're out there. Come on.
The
make
OGs.
yourself known.
The OGs. They're gonna pop out to this comment section and be like, "Yo, Dan's back. Yes, the original.
Finally, he's the best one.
The most creative and funny guy in the history of the podcast. He's back." I know.
Man,
I know. The MurphdogTV YouTube channel is screaming right now. They are very happy.
They're having a fucking raid in the comments section.
I'm getting double pay for this appearance.
Break out the wet emojis. Break out the smiley face emojis.
Zach doesn't like emojis. You should know this.
Zach, you don't like emojis?
Zach has a hatred against emojis.
No, that's not true.
He hates the fire emoji.
No, I love the fire emoji.
You lie.
That's like the only one I use.
When?
Like forever ago. You hate the laughing emoji.
I use that the
I
laughing
like
tear
that
one.
emoji ironically.
The laughing tear one, I use that for like every text. Like whenever I send a text, like that's all I use.
He hates it.
I like it ironically.
No.
He likes it for the
In like
meme.
9th grade, this kid fucking hated it.
Yeah, I've changed.
He thought I was like,
I don't hate emojis.
He thought I was like a loser for using that emoji. So I got self-conscious of it and stopped. He made me stop using it. That's the power this man has. He made me stop using an emoji. He made me stop sending a text.
Oh my god.
Or is there's someone, remember the old group chat when someone would everything he would send always had to be attached with an emoji as like a sentence enhancer or something, like he's making his case stronger by throwing
It's
it's like you made like a roast on someone and
they throw into this emoji. It's like, damn, bro, you got him in the
throwing
first half
thinking
and
and the
the
laughing
second half.
emoji. They're throwing the thinking and laughing emoji. That's just
It's like the
that's a killer right there.
It's like, shit, I can't come back using
That is
emojis
so
on
me though. Whenever I make a caption on Instagram, I always make sure to throw in like
Throw
one
an
emoji.
in. I don't. I think I have an emoji on one post on my Instagram.
I feel like on every single one of my recent posts. I have so many of them.
Speaking of which, go like the recent @_Dan Desk. I just posted a new flick on there. Go double tap on
It was
that.
fire. It was
I'm
fire. Yeah.
I'm gonna plug my shit real quick.
Steve Urkel style, yeah.
Steve, yeah, I'm
Steve
rocking that
Urkel
Urkel flow, yo.
Urkel flow.
That Urkel flow, that Steve Urkel flow.
You and that
It's
posing
fresh.
with the Steve Urkel
That was
flow.
completely like candid. We were just standing there. I pulled my pants up like that, and then Matt did it too.
That's
and then
pretty good.
Patrick just held his phone up and took a picture. Well, I think Matt said like take a picture of this, but it was like that was not planned. We were just like Urkel flow. That's it. That like I saw that picture caption like that immediately. I'm like Steve Urkel
Damn.
flow.
You are.
That's the first thing that came to my mind.
You are sharper than a fucking blade. Dude.
Speaking of which, like I have captions on here. I'll write them down on my phone because like the new like thing on my Instagram is not like serious unless it has like as a graduation or prom. I'm not gonna post it something ironic. But like anytime I have random pictures like that, it's just I have random captions planned. I have like Rachel Ray is a fucking gangster. Like I'm waiting for the right picture. Just like me and my brother like candidly doing nothing, and I'm just gonna comment.
I love your
Rachel
brother,
Ray
dude. Your
is a
brother's your
fucking
brother's so funny.
gangster. We got that from Bert Kreischer, I think his name is.
Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, he's the stand-up comedian.
He's so
And
funny.
he did something. He like skydived with Rachel Ray, and the first thing of the bit was like, "Let me just tell you something, guys. Rachel Ray is a fucking gangster." And I'm like, "That's it." I heard that. That's it. My Instagram
That's
caption.
it.
That's
It's the
it.
nail in the coffin.
So I've been having that for about a couple months now. I'm waiting for the right picture to just like,
Yeah.
boom, and I'm gonna get, and everyone will be like, "Damn, this kid's funny as hell." I'm like, I know I'm funny. You don't gotta remind me. Come on.
Dan, you are a witty man.
That's what they say.
You're pretty witty.
You know, I choose to live in humility and not be egotistical. But sometimes, you know, you gotta
just
embrace
accept
it.
You accept it and embrace it.
I gotta accept it because I'm the funniest person I've ever met in my life.
You reminded me of something while you were talking about your captions. We are officially done with high school.
I know it's kind of overwhelming.
All right, that's pretty epic.
Yes, dude.
It's surreal. It's like happy and like.
Because the last time I recorded one of these, it was like before grad. It was like a week before grad.
Was it?
That's
Yeah.
when I watched it.
Yeah.
I remember sitting like it was like the week
Crazy.
off graduation, like that Monday or something. I
Yeah.
watched it.
Crazy.
I remember.
It's just been so hard to like tie
Right
people
after
down.
practice.
Yeah, it's been so hard to like get people back on. Especially because like you got
Summer's been
vacations, you
crazy.
got work, and plus like when I do hang out with my friends, like a lot of the time we just want to like just actually hang out and do shit. Like
I'm always down for a vlog. Like
Yes.
anytime you have the camera and you're vlogging, I love it. I love it.
That's
so
the thing.
much.
Like
I love being on
Yeah.
camera.
it's
just
very
funny
it's
to
very
watch
like
back.
yeah, it's very like hard. It's not like hard for me. Like oh, it's such a challenge, but like it's hard to get a read like with the different
With
groups. I'm
who's there?
Well, yeah, because certain groups of people I hang out with, they are kind of mad about it. Certain groups
don't
are
like-
like you, and they're like they feed into it. They
Yeah.
like it. They want to.
I love it.
Yeah, and then there's other people that I hang out with who just don't like it at all.
They don't wanna
that I
do
could
it.
tell
They
that
don't
they're
wanna be
either
on
fed
camera.
up with it or
Yeah.
they just don't want to do it anymore. And I perfectly respect that, but like.
They're concerned too much. They feel like unnatural when it's like this. We're just talking. Don't
Yeah.
focus on that's being
Exactly,
recorded.
yeah.
Just talk.
That's
Like
that.
we
Yeah,
normally
that's how.
would.
Like Pat was pretty nervous the first time he came on this, and I was like, "Dude, it's a conversation. It's all right."
Yeah, it's
Just
When
just
was the
let it
first
flow.
time? When
it's
was the
just
first time?
conversating.
What?
When was the first time? Was it when
Pat?
Phil was there?
Yeah, when you and Phil were there.
That was the
that's
first
right.
time.
That was the first time. Yeah, that was the first time he was on the show.
I didn't even know.
Yeah,
I didn't.
he was
I don't
he
think
was
it
a bit
was.
nervous before, but yeah, he
It's
did.
alright.
I didn't even notice he was nervous.
I think
good.
the first time like we did it, I was kind of like I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, me neither. Like
I
I was
was just
literally, it was
kinda, like,
it was
awkward.
literally the first episode.
Yeah, it was the first
we
episode.
recorded
I
it like
was
back
very
to
awkward
back.
with
Yeah.
it.
We recorded, and that's when we played music at the end too.
I do remember that.
We'd record for like an hour and a half, close
and
to
then,
2 hours.
And then
we
someone was like, let's just do a jam sesh.
Yeah.
And then it was you, Matt, and Alex.
yeah,
That's
and
nice.
you with additional vocals from you occasionally.
Additional screaming.
Yeah.
I threw a couple
That was
screams.
such a
in.
long time ago,
I
man.
think I played like the cowbell for like a good 3 minutes.
That was in the real Pizza Zone, you know.
Yeah, that was-
that was
Back in the olden times.
yeah, junior year. That was like, God, that was so
when
fucking
Jesus and
long.
Moses were on the earth. When
And-
dinosaurs were walking. You remember in gym? I was like, it was a Friday. Fridays are lit, especially in senior year when there's nothing to be done. It was an 8-day.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
you start off with gym. Gym was the best because I loved everyone in our class.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be a little prick that day. So I think it was like right before December. It was like getting into like the best month of the year, December, my opinion. So,
Yeah, December, like especially when you're going to school,
yeah.
that's like the best.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to piss people off today. So I tried to stand my defense that dinosaurs never existed. I tried to piss everyone off. I think I was arguing with Zach, Neil Thacker. Who else was there? Greg, Frankie.
Yeah.
I think Joe was like on my side. I think because he knew what I was trying to do.
Okay, pretty epic.
I think he knew what I was
Continue.
trying to do. So he was like, yeah, let me jump in on this. So we were just like, you have no proof that dinosaurs walk the earth. And they're like, but there's fossils. And me and Joe tried to convince them.
Well, Joe believes that point.
Joe just believes it.
Yeah, he believes.
He might
it.
believe it. I
Like,
don't know.
He does, I don't know if he's memeing or not.
No, because I talked to him like last month, and we both like knew what we both never talked about after that. But I talked to him last month. I'm like, remember when I did that? And he's like, yeah, that was so funny. We were just trying to fuck with him.
I remember me, Joe, and Nigel were sitting at the lunch table, and then Nigel called over one of the science teachers that Joe had. Joe had this
Is
science
that
teacher.
Zeno?
Yeah. That he called her over. And then she was like, Joe, I'm so disappointed in you. And Joe was like, no!
Well, I think that was after the evolution thing.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that was
what we were
bio,
talking about.
'cause
Yeah.
she taught
That's
bio.
what we were talking about. We had
Exactly.
an evolution debate.
Exactly. She taught biology. She taught us
I
evolution.
think
she
I
taught
think
us
we had a debate
Darwinism.
about that when he came on.
She
too.
she talked about like she taught us all of that, like Charles Darwin and how
Yeah.
whatever he did.
I
kinda
firmly
forget,
believe in that.
He
Like,
went to
it's-
the
but, and he was in my class.
Yeah.
He was in my bio class,
Right.
and then for him to say like to disprove everything she tried to tell us. I mean, it's
Right.
his opinion.
It is
Whether
his opinion, but
it's
like
factual to us. We believe it.
that's like saying you still show up to church every Sunday, but you don't believe in God.
That's true.
So it's kind of like the same as that.
True.
But then again, you're not forced by law to go to church.
That's also true.
So I mean, to each their own, honestly.
Yeah, but eventually we tried to say that the government took old bones and planted them into the ground. So in a couple like hundreds of years, people will dig them up and say they're dinosaur fossils. And we stood on that for like the rest of the class and tried to convince them. None of them budged. Not a single one of them tried to budge. No one even took our ideas into consideration. But I just wanted to fuck with people, so I tried to tell them dinosaurs
there's a
didn't
lot of
exist.
fucking idiots who were in our school. Who
That's
could
pretty
believe
funny.
something like that.
Because my favorite thing is, guys, I don't think dinosaurs exist. And they would say, well, why not? And I say, well, fucking prove it to me. And they'd all be like, you guys got anything? There's no way they can
Shit,
physically
you got
show
us.
me that they were real.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell me they're... But how do I know for 100% fact those bones came from the ground, those bones came up from a real dinosaur? I don't know that. You can't prove it to me. Unless you want to take a trip to New York
They
City.
fucking nailed a
we can look at a
velociraptor
fucking...
to a cross too, like they did with Jesus. Like
they can't prove it to me. There's nothing they could have done in that moment where they could officially prove to me that dinosaurs are real.
Let's go.
So that's why I kept going. Because if
Let's
they
go
could,
digging.
I would have said you guys proved me wrong, but I knew they couldn't, so there's no way they can make me stop.
I used to have all those fossils. Like, you know, like you'd go to like the fucking Scholastic book fair or
The
some shit.
Scholastic
And there would be like you could buy like a little shell fossil, like the one that the Pokemon's based off of, the Ammonite, that one.
Yes.
It's based off that one. And they're like, oh, you can just buy this for like $5. And I'm like, that's a steal.
Do you remember those blocks? It came like a solid block, and you were given like wooden tools, and you had to like dig out
Yes!
the bones and then glue them together.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I
yeah.
cheated on that.
How'd you cheat?
Because I went into the closet and the teacher, they just gave us like the block and
Yeah.
everything. We had to figure it out.
Okay.
I looked at the case. I looked at the box
Oh.
it came
And
in
you
and all the
saw-
possible things that it could have been. I think we had to actually like research dinosaurs and try to figure it out. I just looked at the
You
box.
just saw in the closet, took them, and they were like, "Oh, you guys
So
suck."
fucking rad.
Yeah. I just
It's
looked
so
in the
cool.
closet and I was like, oh, cool. Look, these are all the possible options. This is mine. Okay.
That's so cool though.
Yeah.
Like I wish like
It was though. It was fun.
high school they should have done more
We
shit.
should have done that. Mr. Pangalos comes out with like the little boxes.
The
from
most
dollar
the
store.
most like interactive thing we've probably done was dissect something, which was still like
That was so fun.
yeah. I
And the pig.
I dissected like
I
the
only did the
squid.
frog, but it
So
was fun.
like the squid is like the most like easy to do and not feel like moral repercussions for it. Because the pig, you're looking at this face of a pig and you're
I
like
know.
carving it out, and it's like, oh my god.
We were given the option if we wanted to do the pig, so
It's like dissecting like a puppy or something. It's
I know.
horrible.
And all the guys said yes. So I think it was me, Greg, Joe, Anish,
Oh boy.
Anish Patel,
No boys.
CJ, and I think Chris White was there because he wanted to do it.
Right.
And at first we were doing it. We were like actually doing it. And then I was like, I wasn't really feeling it, and we didn't have to do it. There was no requirement. So I was like, whatever, you guys have fun. I'm
Right.
gonna go on YouTube and
Yeah.
chill. I come back, and I don't know who it was, Joe or Greg. They cut the fucking head off and stuck it on a stick.
Lord of the Flies.
And we're like, Lord of the Flies. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell did you do? And
That's
then,
amazing.
and then, I thank God the teacher never saw it because they just threw it in the
Oh
garbage.
my
Oh,
god.
what?
They just threw it in the garbage. I'm like,
Holy shit.
they cut the head off.
Dude,
They, like,
labs were
hacked
the
it
best.
off.
Labs were the best.
Stuck it
Labs
on.
were the best.
Labs were the best. I remember
so in
with
shock.
physics, it was me, Alex, Neil Patel. Who else? It was Josh, Travis, and was that it? Yeah, we were all hanging. We would all just go to the back room and hang out. And whenever we do labs, we just like do them together. It was super fun. Like shit like that. Like when I look back on high school, I look back on shit like that. Like high school, like a lot of people say, "Oh, high school sucks. High school's the fucking worst." But
High
it's-
school sucks. High school's the fucking worst.
High school is the best.
No, I like high school for the sociability aspect.
I agree with you.
Because like the actual school part is fucking atrocious. I
agree
hate
with
it.
you.
I hate our school system. I do not like at all. I feel like no, it's not just us either. It's like I feel like the U.S. education system is just fucking bullshit. It doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't.
They focus too much on shit that doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Like, come on with this. But yeah, I like it for the social.
I love going to school just to see it. Like I look forward to. I know everyone says, but I look forward to lunch because I just love seeing the people.
I look forward to school just to hang out with
hang
people.
out in the mornings.
Which is why
the parking lot last year in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Just talking to everyone.
Yeah.
That was the best.
Parking lot was so fun, especially
the
like
best.
before grad when we had the
fucking cookout.
The cookout.
The tailgate.
My
I told
God.
Tellerico we need to go on the first day of school and just go there and have no tailgate. Be like,
That's
did
actually
you
a
guys
good idea.
graduate? No,
Nah,
we're
bro.
seniors.
Yeah,
Senior year,
look, they don't say shit when juniors park, so why can't past seniors park? Come on.
I'll bring my parking pass from last year.
Yeah, I still didn't throw that shit out.
I'm
not
keeping
throwing
it.
mine out.
I'm keeping it.
Yeah, that's like I'm hanging that shit up.
Yeah.
Memorial.
Memorial.
I have a
VHS.
yeah. I still have it up in my car. It's crazy.
Are you ever gonna get rid of it?
I think
I
Sal
don't
wants
know.
to. I told him to get rid of it. He's like, no. I'm like, dude, come on.
I'm like,
Get rid of it.
honestly, I don't
took it
even know
down,
that
but
it's there.
it's in my car.
Yeah, I took it down, but it's
It's still like my mirror is big enough where I can't like really.
see it.
Yeah, so I kind of just like
You forget.
yeah. And oh my god, I showed both of you my car, right?
With the
The hubcaps, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was in the park. Playing Pokemon Go. Then I got in my
Okay.
car. Yeah, Pokemon Go is the best. It's the greatest game ever. Once again.
Whoa.
Greatest mobile
game ever.
Okay.
That's not even debatable.
No contest. But yeah, I
You're
got back in my
fair.
car. I was getting ready to go, and Thompson Park has the worst roads sometimes,
Absolutely.
especially on the sides of the roads because like they don't pave that well. So I was driving and I hit a turn. I hit it too sharp. I popped the curb and a ditch, like a shallow ditch, like a 2 or 3 foot deep ditch. Bam! Slammed my front tire in there, and then I heard just this big like crash, and I'm like, holy shit! And then I drove to another like a neighboring parking lot, like the one up by the gazebo, and I was surveying the damage. My God, both of my hubcaps came off on the left side of my car. The front of my car was dented a little bit, which it was already scratched when I hit Ryan's car. Like
Yeah.
I hit Ryan's car in the school parking lot. It was a little fender. I literally just tapped it. I literally just rolled my car into his, so it wasn't that big of a deal. No big damage there, but it was like the scratch from that. And then the frame is popped out by like a fraction of an inch. It's like low hanging, like a little bit more. And then the bottom, which I didn't notice until after I showed you guys, the wheel well on my right side, on like the front part, like where I lost the hubcap, it's completely gone. So you could see my wiper fluid through from the outside of my car.
Jeez.
And yeah, but other than that, like the wiper fluid, that's like the only thing that's exposed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Jajit, he said that it's bad for my electrics, but like, I mean, I'm not driving this. Like this is something my sister has to worry about.
That's true.
Yeah.
Put it all on her.
But yeah, I've never been in like a major accident. Like,
Me neither.
knock on wood. But like, come on. I have never been in a major accident. Like most of the time, like I damage my car because I've done stupid shit. Like not stupid shit like, oh, I'm driving drunk or I'm driving high. No, I'm driving and not thinking for like 2 seconds and I lose focus and then I just like
I feel that.
boom.
I've almost gotten in an accident.
Have you ever been in an accident?
I've never been in an accident. I've
In
never
any
been pulled
type?
over. I've never But I
You're
almost did
clean.
the other day. You know the turn coming down that Dunkin' Donuts, that strip mall in Spotswood where the Dunkin' Donuts is, and then the Subway.
Yeah.
So I was coming down there and making the left on
Mhm.
the Summerhill by the gas station. So I pull up because it's a green light, so I pull up past the line because the oncoming lane is still going straight, but now it turns red. So I'm in the middle of this lane that can go 5 ways, right? I'm in the middle.
Yikes.
So, and there's a delay. So I go to make my left, but some girl making the left onto that road. So I'm here trying to make this left. When she's coming up trying to go this way, she just goes. She didn't have the light yet because it's delayed. She just went.
Oh my god.
So I slam on my brake, throw my hands up, and she looks at me and goes like that. I'm like, dude, this is your fault. Like, what you see me?
I hate that. I hate the smug.
Everyone
like,
does that.
Yeah,
It's
especially
their
like
fault.
when I drive through Jamesburg in the morning for school, like by Chase, like the Chase Bank, the left up
Yep.
there. every fucking time somebody cuts me off. Like, I'm about to make that left, and like as I'm turning, they speed up to the point where they're like 3 feet, 4 feet from hitting me. And they look at me like I'm the asshole.
Yep.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Pop it in reverse and back
Exactly.
up, like, real quick?
Exactly.
Like, here's an idea. How about I have the right of way too, fucking dipshit.
Exactly.
Wait over there.
Dumbasses.
My God. Like, I hate driving through Jamesburg. It's the
Jamesburg
worst.
sucks. Traffic
Jamesburg drivers are the
sucks.
fucking worst, and it's always traffic.
Fuck.
They closed down the road by the school because I had to drop my sister off somewhere this morning. They closed the road by the school, so I couldn't drive past the school, so I had to go through Jamesburg again. And it wasn't even noon yet. It was like 11:30, and it was still backed up like out my ass. It was so fucking annoying.
Remember that day in during the school year when the whoever they yeeted the entire senior class by starting construction at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So everyone coming that way
Yeah.
was late, and I pulled in because I was going through Jamesburg, and I was like, why the fuck's nobody here? And I walk in, there's like no cars in the lot, and I'm like, where is everyone? Like, where is everyone? What happened? Did I not get the memo? Were we all skipping today? and then the announcement, they were like, oh, all the seniors will be late because there's traffic. It's like, why are you doing work?
Yeah.
That's when every parent goes to work and you want to do construction now.
Like, what the fuck?
No one's at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There's
It
nobody
sounds so
around.
stupid
Just
when
do
it does
then.
that shit. Like, and then
They
they
no
and
like concern for
the next
anyone
day
else.
they did construction on the other road. So like
Same thing.
that morning I thought they were still doing construction that way.
Yep.
So I go the other way.
Yep.
And there's construction that way. So I get stuck in traffic again and I get late. No, like my sister, first block she has gym. So she goes and runs into the gym. I go and I try to make it to band, which is on the opposite side of the school.
Yep.
And always they post the big black security guard lady. She just straddle walks out like fucking John Wayne in the middle of the hallway. She's like, "Stop right there, you're late." And it's always
no
just
way.
me. It's always like right as I'm running, the bell didn't even ring yet, and I'm like, I'm gonna make it. It's like some shit from like a shitty like fucking movie or something.
Kevin James movie.
Yeah, like a Kevin James on a Segway, like going fast and shit. And then she just walks out and she's like, you gotta go sign in. And I'm like, fuck. God, I had so many tardies.
You know, I was out of all 4 years, I never was late one time.
Get the fuck out. No
Not
way.
once.
Really?
The only time I was ever close to being late was when senior assassin was going on.
Oh
And my
yeah.
assassin was waiting outside my house till 7:10.
How was that? I didn't do that. Did you do that?
I did not
do it.
do that.
My
Did you help
assassin?
people out?
No.
I helped a few people out.
I think I might have helped some people if they asked me, but I don't think I helped them that much.
Yeah.
She was waiting outside my house till 7:10. Then I had to leave, but then all the traffic was there. I pulled in the parking lot at 7:24, but I had gym. I walked through the door at 7:26,
Wow.
and I went through the gym door with Tonkery was there, and he would never tell me to fucking go around the school. So I think I would have been fine. But I walked in at
Tonkery's a real G.
7:26.
Tonkery's a real G.
Only time I was ever close to being late, unless you count the last day of school when we didn't go in at all.
Yeah. But like
So
towards the end of
But
towards
Tonkery
the
said
end of the
we
year.
didn't have to.
Yeah, towards the end of the year, like
Oh
after
my God.
finals, especially if you don't have finals, people just don't show
Oh,
up for the
dude.
entire month of June. People just don't show up.
The
at
beginning
all.
of senior year, I was so like high strung, and then towards the end, like, cause we would wait outside those lockers. I would be leaving there at like 7:26. I'd
Yeah.
walk in, and Romano would not give a fuck, and I wouldn't care. I
I
would
believe-
start walking in late because it didn't matter.
I'd meet with Alex and Nick and them in the morning by the band room, and I wouldn't leave them until like 7:30, and everyone else
Yeah.
is gone.
Yeah,
So
it's just like I just didn't
Yeah.
give a shit.
I didn't
anymore.
care. Like really, like that's another thing. Like towards the end, like you're taking all these classes that you don't
Doesn't
care
matter.
about.
We've
You
already
don't care.
graduated.
Yeah.
We've already gotten enough credits.
You've got enough
Doesn't
credits,
matter.
and it doesn't matter. Like I feel like it's gonna be the complete opposite with college.
I know.
Because college,
we're
you're
all-
taking the courses you care about.
We're all
Yeah.
so used to that. I mean, Zach always went good boy, but like
Zach, you're a good man.
I'm so used to like the last morning period of high school not doing a damn fucking thing work, not doing anything.
Yo, you freshman now.
So it's like
freshman now.
I'm like, damn, I actually got to do work now. This sucks because like the entire fourth morning period of Miss Gross's class, we watched Godfather and Godfather 2 and then Shawshank. That was
Dude,
the
that's the
entire
best.
morning period. We
That's
had
the
one
best.
test.
That's amazing.
That was it. So like now you expect me to do English work? Like no, fuck that shit. I don't want to do it now.
Yeah. If anything, I get like that happens to me with like I took the two classes that I had to take, one more year of math and one more year of LAL. I took honors LAL and I took pre-calc. So both of those classes, heavy hitters with work. So I never was like, ugh,
Yeah.
I was kind of like that with math because it's math. I don't know. Fucking nobody likes math. Jeez. Fuck math.
Can I talk? I have a topic to discuss about. It's It's like another iteration of Dan rant, but not totally.
All right, Dan ran away.
But it's something I've come to the conclusion of recently.
All right.
So yesterday,
Ran away.
we were talking. Me, Matt, Patrick, and Nigel were talking, and I wanted to mention the network of American Excess and American Greed. I want to mention the TLC network because they are sons of bitches. Think about TLC programming. You have My Strange Addiction and all those weird shows nobody watches. And if you do, whatever.
Honey Boo Boo Child.
But like Honey Boo Boo's on that network.
The mom lost so much weight. The mom
she
lost so much weight. I'm so happy for her. I don't know if she gained it back or not. That was like years ago.
One thing I don't get about TLC, Cake Boss.
Cake Boss.
Why the fuck is Cake Boss on TLC?
I think we talked about this
like
the first time you were on.
My
We
Strange
talked about Cake
Addiction
Boss.
on at 9 o'clock. And at 10 o'clock, don't forget Cake Boss. And just as Buddy Velastro going like this. It's like,
Yeah.
who are you? Who's your demographic? Who is like,
Yeah,
today on
it's
My
just-
Strange Addiction, we
it's
will
just
watch
such
someone
scattered.
eat foam out of cushion. And then you can watch Buddy Velastro and his dilemmas through
Yeah,
Cake Boss,
for-
Carlos. Like, who's
Watch
like...
somebody have sex with their car at 9, and then at 10, watch somebody make a cake.
Exactly. Who's like, best Saturday night of my life, My Strange
I didn't know
Addiction
that was on
and Cake
TLC.
Boss.
I thought that was on Food Network or something.
TLC.
Like
It
you
makes
think
no
it'd be Food
sense.
Network.
Why is it on Food Network?
Yeah, right.
And why are you pairing it with like all these weird
It's like
shows?
the ghost hunting shows I watch. They're all on like Travel Channel.
What the
Like
fuck?
why? Why Travel Channel? Why not like
Travel.
Discovery or Nat
Because they
Geo?
travel.
And it's like, it just
That
doesn't make
just blew
sense.
my mind.
It doesn't make sense for Cake
Blew my
Boss to
mind.
be on there. It's kind of just like a slap in the face. And also, I'm sorry, I love this show, but does True TV not have any other programming besides fucking Impractical Jokers? Like 11 o'clock on a Saturday, Impractical Jokers. 10 o'clock on a Monday, Impractical
Impractical
Jokers.
Jokers.
Wednesday at 12 o'clock noon, Impractical Jokers. Do you not have any other shows? Like, don't get me wrong, I love those guys. They're funny
Yeah.
as hell. It's a great show.
Such a good show.
But that's all they air. 24/7 Impractical Jokers.
There's just
Impractical
always certain
Jokers,
networks like
Impractical
that.
Jokers.
That's the same thing with the Travel Channel. Like they put Ghost Adventures on for like 3 days in a row, like nonstop.
Who
like,
the fuck's watching this over and over and over again? I can only watch like 5 episodes of Impractical Jokers and get bored of it.
You know, I just realized also, Animal Planet isn't really an animal network anymore.
It's not.
They have like fucking Treehouse Guy or something.
Exactly.
They have Treehouse. Occasionally they have like a vet show on, but like, what happened to like, what was that? Fuck, what was it? Like The Most Extreme or something? Do you remember that? Like,
Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid.
was that Discovery?
I don't know.
That
what
was
that's on.
Discovery.
That was, I
or
think that was
National
like
Geographic.
Science or
one
something.
of
Yeah.
those.
But those,
Or
yeah.
Science Network.
There was like this show called Most Extreme I used to watch all the time, and they'd have like these. They had like shitty like Matrix PS1 graphics, and like, like they'd play, and in between they just like rant about like animals and shit and how like fucking crazy they are. I'm like, oh my god, this is such a cool show. Like, and that's basically summed up Animal Planet like for like 20 years or something, or for however long it was running until like Treehouse Man builds tree houses for families. Oh. Family lives out on the prairie. Gotta love that. I'm like, what does that have to do with fucking animals at all? This has nothing to do with it.
And then another channel, they have Nickelodeon has like 8 million channels, but they have the Nicktoons Network, right? That's
All
a
they play
channel.
is SpongeBob.
But all they play is shows that aren't even fucking cartoons. Like I'm looking, I'm like scrolling through. It's like
You think?
I'm like,
what,
oh look,
Nick
a
at Night?
cartoon. And it's like, why is this on here? This isn't a cartoon. Who's doing this?
Yeah.
Who's in charge of this?
It's like Cartoon Network playing Teen Titans Go for like 24/7
Yeah, exactly.
every week. It's crazy.
Fucking waste.
Nick at Night is my jam though. They're bringing all that back too.
This is
They're bringing that back, and so they're bringing back. Are You Afraid of the Dark too?
Yeah, I heard about.
Why? Like, here's the thing. Like, they're pandering to a demographic that's like the Nick. Like, okay, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney. They're all for young kids who have never seen these shows before. So why do they keep going after the same IPs? Like, I saw an ad on Spotify for fucking Raven's Home.
Yep.
That's So Raven all grown up with kids.
Yeah.
And then there's Girl Meets World, there's Boy Meets World. Boy Meets World is a show from the fucking 90s. Like, why do they keep bringing back these old IPs?
I think
don't
that's
get
the
it.
stage. We're in the stage right now of just
No
guys, let's
original
just
ideas?
rehash everything we've done.
I don't get
Like
it.
Raven's Home, Girl Meets World. Then
No,
you
but
have,
Raven's Home isn't even like a rehash. Like that's still Raven, but she has kids.
Exactly.
It's like a continuation. It doesn't even matter.
It doesn't make sense.
It
Those
doesn't.
kids weren't around.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah, same with Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's like bringing back Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark? Those were like two shows from like the 90s.
But that's like the stage everyone's in, because then you have Teen Titans Go, then you have
Well,
the
Teen Titans
Powerpuff
Go is,
Girls
yeah, those shows are
remake.
completely different than
And now
what
they have
originally
like
were.
this total drama thing where they're all in daycare and shit.
Oh, really?
I'm dead
I never.
serious.
Did you
It's
ever
called,
watch Total Drama?
Total drama.
I watched
drama.
Were you like into it? I never. Really
I
watched
was
it.
into it. I was into it.
I never. Really
But, like,
watched it.
And then
It was not my
Nickelodeon,
thing.
they did like something. They brought back Hey Arnold for like an hour-long special.
Oh yeah, the jungle episode,
The
the jungle movie.
episode, and then they're doing all that and Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Rocco,
Double
dude,
Dare,
Rocco's Modern Life
Rocko's
too.
Modern Life. Double
I
Dare.
used to love that show. When I was younger.
Something. What's that show called?
Invader-
Smarter Than a Fifth Grader.
Oh, they're doing Invader Zim too.
Oh yeah.
They're doing it with John Cena.
Yeah.
John Cena.
John Cena's
What?
the host.
What's the name of the guy who ran the old one?
I don't know, dude.
Huh?
Well, who's the guy who ran the old one?
I don't know.
I forget his name.
Oh.
He was like, oh, I forget. It's
know,
like
he was
right
a
on
cool
the tip of my
guy.
tongue.
But like that's what they're doing now. It's just let's just bring back everything we had from our. But it's kind of like Pixar and how they wait way too long to do it.
Right. So there's no payoff.
Like you're.
But
not,
I mean, then again,
I'm
it's
not-
like they're remaking the show, so they're not like it's not like a sequel.
That's true. But I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Like yeah, sure, I love those shows as a kid, but I'm not gonna watch.
Yeah.
Like yeah, I loved Total Drama when I was a kid, but now I'm at 18. I'm not gonna sit down and watch them be babies in a daycare.
Yeah.
Maybe if you put another season out, there's a chance I'd tune in, but I'm not gonna watch them be fucking babies.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that shit, man. I don't have time to sit around and watch that garbage.
Yeah.
And you know what the worst part is? These kids love it, and I bet these kids are in love with it. They're like, they don't even know what the real Total Drama is. They just know this. Same with Teen Titans. They don't
Same-
know the
same with
real
Teen
one.
Titans, yeah. No, they in the movie they had the movie, the Teen
You
Titans.
know, I
movie.
heard it was actually pretty good. I didn't watch it.
The
Though.
Teen
It
Titans
was really
movie.
good. It was really good.
I didn't watch it.
At the end, they did
did
a
a teaser.
stinger for like the old Teen Titans,
Yeah,
like
they
in
did.
the old animation style. They're like, "Can you guys hear us? We're really out there." And I'm like, "What the- "Why?
They
Why are you
haven't
doing
done
this
anything
now?"
with it.
Yeah, they haven't done anything with it. So what's the point? Like, it's just like, oh, they're teasing it for the old fans and all that shit. But it doesn't matter. Like, the old fans are like in their like 30s now, probably. Like at the time, they were probably like in their teens watching it.
Exactly.
When we were like, it came out when we were like
We were
6 or
young.
7. Yeah, it was like when we were pretty young.
I think 2003.
Yeah, it was like a while back. My God, like all those old shows, like all those old shows were like amazing, and now the new ones, like I don't know why they dumb it down. So does that mean like this generation's
Does that mean
fucking
these-
stupid?
This
or-
generation of kids is dumb. They can't.
That's
Because like
depressing.
Teen Titans was a mature, like darker show.
It's no like here's the thing now,
And,
like
we
the,
handled it. We
at,
enjoyed it.
At the time, they blended it where now the dichotomy is the cartoons can either be super kiddie, fart joke every 5 seconds, and it's just stupid nonsense forever, or it's the most adult thing ever, and it's so like it's so like gruesome and like
Exactly.
it's so adult. Like
I just want.
why can't
like,
you blend the two
like
like
a
they
good-
did with Samurai Jack? Why
Exactly,
can't you do
Samurai
that?
What
Teen
about
Titans.
regular show?
Yeah, regular
Regular
show
show,
too.
Batman the Animated Series,
Yeah.
Adventure Time?
cartoons, like especially Batman the Animated Series, that can still hook me, and I will fucking love that show. My brother has all seasons of Batman the Animated Series.
Yeah.
Like that's obviously it's a superhero. They're targeting towards kids, but
It's
the
still
way they
pretty dark.
portray it
See,
is so
have you
dark.
seen Batman Beyond? That
and
shit's so
so
dark. It's so dark.
interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Like that's what I want because
Yeah,
you can watch it at an adult level, and it's not inappropriate. Or
Yeah,
gruesome.
newsflash, annoying kitty shit gets annoying.
Exactly.
Over,
Like the way regular show does it is perfect.
Yeah.
Because I still watch it on Hulu.
Yeah,
I
regular
still watch
show's so
regular show.
funny.
Yeah.
Like even
It
like
still makes me laugh.
yeah, it still makes me laugh too. It's
Hello,
such a funny
Governor.
show.
Remember Zach wrote that in my fourth grade agenda. Zach wrote "Hello, Governor" all
Do you
over
still
the
have
page.
that?
No, I
Oh,
probably.
speaking of funny shit Zach made and sent, did we ever talk about your YouTube videos on the show before?
Which one?
The dog one?
We
Crawling
did.
in
We
my
talked about it
skin.
once. Yeah.
Did
Crawling
we?
in my
I
skin.
forget.
Yeah, we mentioned it. That was the only video that I like legitimately like made.
It was funny though. When did you make that? I forget. It was like freshman year, right? Freshman year, something.
That's when that.
It was probably around it. Yeah.
And there were so many comments that were like, "This is so fucking stupid." It was literally just. It was a video of your dog, and then it was crawling in my skin playing in the background.
Can we just talk about in 8th grade? Zach and I would be on Xbox, and we would, as we were playing like Grand Theft Auto, I would be playing those MLG videos like Caillou or Pingu, and all you hear is
Like YouTube proofs and stuff.
baby a triple, and that shit. Like we would be like cracking up to that shit. Yeah, cracking up to that.
Oh my god.
Like Caillou would be like doing the monkey bars counting to 3, and then you just hear, "Ooh, baby, a triple," and Zach and I think it's so funny. I'm like, God, that's so horrible.
Yeah, I've been back on a craze lately. I've been listening to Phineas and Ferb songs again. They're so good.
Phineas and the Ferb tones.
No.
They're so good. All of them are so bops.
Come on, Perry.
Yeah. Which one's better? Come Home Gary or Come Home Perry?
Gary.
Come Home Gary.
Speaking of which, I just saw my YouTube recommendations the other day. It was like the episode. It was like Phineas and Ferb full episode. We're getting the band back together. And I'm
That's
like,
the
yo,
best
I remember that
one.
episode.
That's the best episode. It's the best one.
Where they get all
Best
guys.
songs,
Yeah.
best plot, best everything. That's where the meme "Not Yet Ferb" comes from too.
Not yet, Ferb.
Yeah. It's so
I don't know, man. Phineas and the Ferb tones.
Phineas and Ferb
What
tones.
was the song? Chicka Chicka something.
Get you goon.
Get you
I love
goo.
you, dude.
Yes.
You got to stand outside of
Get you.
all you young men out there, young women too. Go outside your lover's house with a boombox and just play that. Stand out there.
Get you goo. We said I love you. And up next, Phineas and the Ferb tones.
Up next, the Monroe Strikers.
The Monroe
Let's talk about
Strikers.
that.
Oh my God.
So we were at the.
Can you
we
bring
were-
the Monroe Strikers onto the podcast?
It's so good. So we were at the fair like the other day, the county fair where we live, and just to preface this, I played at the fair with my band last year.
That's true.
Extra
Blue.
Etched in Blue, yeah. It was like it turned. Etched in Blue is officially over a year old now.
I saw.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But anyway,
Happy anniversary.
thank you so much, Zach. That means the world to me. But yeah, we were.
But yeah, we were at the fair and.
No, wait. Let me preface
Ah,
it
yeah,
first.
yeah,
Let me preface it.
preface.
Okay, so we played there last year, and our time slot was like 2:00 in the afternoon. I'm like, and on like, I think a Friday. It was either a Friday or a Saturday, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who goes to the fair at 2:00 in the afternoon? Who does that? That's like seeing that's like going to like downtown Disney, or like that's like going to like, I don't know, fucking yeah, like downtown Disney or something. Somewhere like it doesn't seem like it should have a lot of day activity, and people are walking around like The Walking Dead. They have a beer in hand. They're like, oh my god, they're just walking around in the heat, the sweltering fucking heat, the sweltering August heat all day, and none of them stopped to like sit and listen either at the tent. We had a pretty good audience, but it was like at the same time, I feel like we could have gotten more people if we
you
had a
played
later showtime. But then me, Dan, and a couple other people went the other night, and fucking, it looked like a bowling team was playing like old time like Fallout songs in a tent.
60s.
They were playing like The
70s
Wanderer
ballads.
and like they were playing like
I
Wanderer
swear,
and
one woman had a tambourine, and the other one was on keyboard. He was on keys.
and Rock and Robin too. Like what is
Yeah.
this fucking Barney? What are you playing this shit for?
I feel like we were an old like 60s.
Yeah, they were like there were probably like 12 people under that tent. 2 of them were like old women dancing on the dance floor, and I'm like, why did we not get the thing and they did?
The
Like
Monroe
bands
Strikers.
like them, they got the good time and we got the bad time.
Yeah, I know, that's sad.
Like what the like, and the
Fuck
whole
the Monroe
night, the whole night
Strikers.
we called them the Monroe
The
Strikers.
Monroe Strikers.
That's what we called them. That
They
probably
looked like a
was.
bowling team.
They looked like they were wearing bowling attire. Like
So
they were
the
wearing like
Monroe
those
Strikers.
striped bowling shirts and shit. All of them. They were all wearing the same exact outfit, except for the women. The women, they put them out right in front with like these old timey like dresses and shit. Like it's 1930. Like what the fuck?
The Monroe Strikers.
The
yeah.
Monroe
They
Strikers.
Struck again.
Keeping it classy for all you young ladies and young men out there.
Screw the Monroe Strikers. They suck. Garbage.
I mean, for what they played, they were pretty.
No, I'm just kidding. They weren't garbage. It's just.
It's just like, unfortunately, here's the thing: not a lot of people are into that music anymore, anyway. So, like, why would you even play that? You're
Yeah.
pandering to such a small audience at that point.
There wasn't not even that. Like I feel like people were just sitting in those chairs just because nobody else. There was no seats.
There
They're
were
like,
no seats.
Well, we'll just
That's
sit
like,
here.
yeah, like when you go to the fair, you're like trapped to either spending all of your money or just walking around aimlessly for like 2 hours. Cause like when we were there, Sal had Okay, first of all, it cost $7 to get in, and then Sal got a smoothie.
For
It cost
$8.
$8. Everything there was like $8.
Yeah.
And then Ryan, who had a cup, like they have these certain things where like you could go and like, oh, buy this cup and you get free refills forever.
Yeah.
He bought one of those cups 2 years ago. He came back to the same exact stand. He was like all smug about it. He's like, I had this cup from 2 years ago. Can I have some free stuff, like for some free soda? And the guy was like, that'll be $5. And like he just hit him with the fucking $5 charge.
I would have just gone up and started filling my drink up.
Yeah. Like what the fuck? Like what is?
Oh, are you talking about like the
refill?
The refill
with
juice,
a tab?
the soda thing.
the silver one.
Yeah. That
It's
one.
like root
Yeah.
beer.
Why didn't he
Cream
just
soda.
why didn't he just go up and fill it up?
Because the guy wouldn't let him. He was like, oh, you have to pay $5 to use
Well,
it.
why didn't he just go and fill it like he didn't say anything?
Yeah, that's what I would have done. I would have not said a word.
Is it the same?
You
It's
can
the
still
same cup.
clearly see. It's not like
Is it
he's
the same cup?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
It was the same exact cut.
Yeah, so you have the cup, so you can get a free fill, right?
Yeah, but he asked for free refills, but the guy was like, no, you gotta pay $5.
Wait, don't you fill it up yourself?
Yeah, no, you have to. No, he went up and asked about the refills, and he's like, I should get free refills with this, right? And then he's like, no, that'd be $5.
Did he specify that it was from 2 years ago?
Yeah, he said.
Yeah,
No,
why
wait,
would
did
he-
he say
yeah,
no?
you
Did
said-
he say 2 years ago? No, I don't think he did actually. I think he just said, I have this free cup. Wait, did he?
If he
say
said,
2 years
if
If he said 2 years ago, then it makes sense.
yeah,
I don't remember
If he said,
did.
if he said, can I get refills? And then just showed him the cup, and you'd be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't remember
Right?
if he said free refills.
If it's no
2 years
different.
ago.
Oh well. Scanned him at a $5.
God. Well, then again, it's the most money this county makes in the fucking.
They
whole
need
year.
to like shrivel every dollar out of people's
Yeah.
pockets.
Mm.
Yeah, this was the best summer of my life.
Yeah, this summer was really.
It's not
good.
even over yet.
Yeah, I
Doesn't matter.
still have like a week.
But yeah, same.
I have like a week left.
That's
A week from tomorrow.
crazy.
The best summer in a long time, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to. I want to throw something together. Like I just wanted like have like before I go off, I want to have like a little get together like AFK or something. With all the boys, some
Every
ladies
single
as
boy?
well.
Ladies.
Final episode.
The final episode.
That's what I was saying right after graduation. I said like I kind of related it to the ending of a TV show and how
It is. It
this
is.
whole thing has been. I looked at it. High school as like a sitcom, and we
You're
all had
moving
our
on
moments,
to you're moving
Yeah.
on to the Netflix reboot.
and
or
that's
something.
it. And then we wait 4 to 6 years. Netflix picks us up, and we do the reboot. There we
No,
go.
not even 4 to 6. If like
We
4
do
or
The
5,
Office?
4 or 5 months from now, dude. Christmas break.
No, I'm just saying like after college.
Oh
and
right,
then
yeah. Well, then again, like
right where we left off.
here's the thing. Like a lot of people I know who have gone to college already, like a lot of my cousins, like my parents,
Yeah.
they don't really hang out with a lot of people from high school,
Yeah.
which is kind of depressing to me. Because I'm
Yeah,
like,
and they always say that.
I've made such long-lasting friends,
Yeah.
not just through high school. Zach, I've known you since like what, 2nd grade, 3rd grade.
Yeah, I
Forever.
remember the first time I came over your house and we were throwing Legos off the stairs.
Those were the OG Jelly Belly days, dude. That's like such a long
I
time.
still got
ago.
those on my DSi.
Do you know what that is?
No idea.
So way back in the day, Zach was a little goofster. He would record videos on his DSi of him putting jelly, like grape jelly, in his belly button. And
Are you
switch it.
fucking kidding me?
It wasn't a video. It was
You're
just
dead
a picture.
serious?
It was just a picture, and it was one day a year.
No,
I think I
thought
did it
you.
for like 3 years.
No,
3
you
years.
did it. You did it like live though. One time, you did it like when we were all hanging out one time. I remember, right?
When did that happen?
I thought we
I
did.
remember that
I
one.
thought you did.
I don't
I
remember.
could have
Jelly
sworn.
in
I
your
could have
belly
sworn.
button? Are you serious?
Dude, I was like 8.
Yeah, you was like 8 of them. It was like 2nd or 3rd grade.
It was like actually literally 10 years ago. Literally a decade ago.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was just normal. That was cool.
Those were the OG days. Yeah, and like we've been friends for so long, like throughout.
But Dylan, I haven't hung out with you until like this year.
This year and last year, right?
Did I even hang out with you last year, Dylan?
Yeah,
When?
I thought we did. No, and then we hung out in like, well, not like with high school, right? I haven't really been hanging out with people outside of school until like last year, for the most part. For the most part, I would hang out with people in school, come home from school, and just chill at home by myself.
That's the big
Yeah.
sad.
It is a big sad. Freshman and sophomore year, I would either hang out with the same group of people or nobody at all. for summer. So I would just those summers were so lonely, man. Freshman and sophomore year, I would just either hang out with like the same squad, or just sit in my bed, or sit downstairs playing Xbox all day, and that was fucking abysmal for me. And I was like, I have to make a change. I made a TLC moment. I have to make a change in my life, and then I started branching out, meeting a lot more people, and yeah.
Meeting new people.
I'm done. That's nothing.
What?
That's an inside joke.
Oh. All right.
Who remembers when I didn't have eyebrows?
What?
Who remembers when I didn't?
You always
have
had eyebrows?
You didn't? You always had eyebrows.
No,
What are
they
you
were.
talking
They
about?
used to be very faint.
Wait, Dan. When did I first meet you? I forget.
Damn.
7th grade.
Was it 7th grade?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I knew it was middle school. I didn't know what grade it was.
Team
though. I
Inspire.
thought it was like 6th grade at first, but I guess it was
Team
7th grade.
Inspire.
That was so long ago too.
And then
Like, yeah,
we didn't talk till 9th grade at the lunch table.
yeah, and then we'd
And that's
hang
when we
out.
started the YouTube channel.
Yeah, then we'd hang out.
And then we started hanging out in like sophomore, junior year.
Yeah, hanging out in Matt's basement, just
Yeah.
going out AFK, just
Yeah.
doing shit. Man, it really, like, reflecting on shit like this, like just high school in general, it brings back a lot of stuff. Like, it makes you realize how long everything
it was.
is. Like, everyone says like, oh, high school goes by like that. No. it's
Everything
long.
goes by like that in hindsight.
In hindsight.
In hindsight, it does, yeah.
But in the moment,
but when, yeah, in the moment,
it's
like,
such a drag.
yeah. Especially like the beginning of each like new school year too. It's like, my God,
Miss Simmons
move
class.
any slower.
Where's the review? Can we tell that story? I'll tell the story.
Okay.
So we had
go
to
ahead.
pick a movie to do a review on in Miss Simmons' class. One of the first projects of the year. Not first, but it was pretty early on in the year.
And take a guess, Dylan. This was freshman year, so take a guess which movie we picked. The MOG, the epic MOG gamers we were.
It was in so many memes for like 3 years.
The Room.
It probably still is.
No, not the room.
I don't know, man.
DreamWorks.
Shark Tale. Shrek.
Shrek.
Yes.
So we.
I don't know why I said Shark Tale first. Like, the cult classic Shark Tale. I was listening to Shrek soundtrack the other day, too.
It's a good soundtrack.
Shrek 2, soundtrack,
Shrek 2
fire.
is the best Shrek.
Fire, yes.
But Zach and I, I'm like, yeah, I'm bored with Zach. So Zach and I decide amongst ourselves to do Shrek. Of all the movies in the world, we chose Shrek.
Shrek is a good movie.
Shrek is a good movie. It's just been memed to hell.
Well, yeah, it actually, that's true.
That's why we picked it, though.
We had
I
to
think
do-
at the time, just because it was a meme.
We had to do a review, and we beasted that
Meme
shit.
review.
We thought it was really good.
Yeah, we beasted it, dude.
But-
We got our research down. We whipped out that Wikipedia.
But the problem was, it wasn't a review at first.
We got our
It
sources.
was just kind of like who's in the movie and like how it started, whatever. It was
Like the
really
awards that it won.
Yeah, it wasn't a review of the plot. So
Like
we
the
were
actual plot itself.
yeah, we were like, dude, Zach, we killed this shit, and Miss Simmons wanted to see it before we submitted it. So we were like one of the first groups to go up. So everyone was like looking at us, and she was like, "Oh, you know, this is great. No, this is really good. It's really good." And everyone was like looking around, and she goes, "But where's the review?" And Zach, and I look at Zach, and I'm like, and she's
Fuck
like,
me, dude.
she's like, "Where's the review? This isn't a review." And I look over, and everyone is staring at us.
Everyone is just staring.
And it was
at
like this. It was like this on the way back. So we were over here. It was like this.
It's just a walk of shame back.
slinking
Everyone's
back.
just like staring at us.
It was dead silent. Everyone was staring at us. And we
Where's
get back.
the review?
We just start laughing. We're like, "Oh my god, it's so embarrassing."
Yeah, we started
God.
laughing after everyone can resume that they were doing. Yeah, I'm sure
Fuck.
we took the bullet though for other
yeah.
people. For
We
the other
did.
people, we definitely
did.
took the bullet.
Everyone was
like,
probably like, "Oh,
shit,
we gotta
dude,
actually
we better
do a
not do
review."
that.
Yeah, that was funny though. Good memories. She would always yell at I think we
So
were
many
reading
teachers
House
were
on
so
Mango
wound
Street.
up too.
We were reading House on Mango Street, and someone got raped or something. I don't know.
No. There's this guy Earl, and it was like telling like it's it's from the perspective of like the little girl who's like across the street or whatever. And this
Across
guy
the Mango
Earl, she would always see this guy Earl come home with like different women every night.
Yeah.
So we had like a worksheet or something on the iPad we had to do, and she had asked us like who Earl was, and I said he was a rapist. and then she asked in class, and the answer that she wanted was that he's a very lonely man, and I was just cracking
How is
up
he
in the
lonely? He's bringing women home every night, dude. That's the complete opposite of lonely. The fuck?
I think she meant like desperate lonely.
Yeah,
Desperate.
like he's very
then-
lonely. Like,
And then so Zach
and
is
I'm just cracking up in the
up,
back, trying
like at his iPad, like this, but his iPad wasn't on. It was just sitting there. So Miss Simmons snapped. She's like, Zach, what are you laughing at? Close your iPad
And I'm
now.
like, I flip it. I'm like, there's literally nothing on it. And she's like,
I don't care. Just close it. And I'm like,
and
oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
okay.
So many teachers were like that. Like,
Oh.
especially like, even if you were just laughing to yourself for no fucking reason, they just assume the worst of your iPad.
Exactly.
And they're like, close the iPad right now. The thing is with the iPads, there were teachers who don't give a shit about it, and there are teachers who are just so high strung about everything that it makes the iPad seem like a hindrance as opposed to like a positive aspect to our learning experience.
Yeah, senior year was terrible though, because our iPads we could do nothing.
I know. They blocked the iPad so we couldn't install games. We couldn't install our torrents, our fucking our free VPNs, our free movies and shit like that.
Everyone had to resort to coolmathgames.com.
I think in that class, everyone, at least one person in that class has had a moment of
just
you got reamed in front of everybody. Like, this girl will say her name because she moved, and I don't know what happened to her, but remember Patricia? Patricia! Like, remember that Vine? That was literally her. Like, Patricia! Like, every class.
She would never.
Because
She
she didn't know
was doing
anything.
something that she was not supposed to be doing.
And one time, I'm not going to name the kid's name, but she thought this kid only spoke Spanish, and she was like, "Don't worry, I'll get you a copy of House on Mango Street in Spanish."
No.
Spanish.
And he was like, "I speak English."
Oh my god.
And then what else? Then Christian O'Sullivan, remember? He fell asleep once, and she was like, "Chris, you call him Chris, like not Christian, Chris." And she'd be like, "Chris,
everyone calls him
Chris, Chris, go get a drink." And he's like, "No, I'm fine." And he fell asleep again. Christian, go get a drink now! In front of everybody. And it's like, oh my god.
What is she?
And then
Is she on something? What the
I don't
fuck?
know.
Is she okay?
But I nailed this like thing. Like, I was like, oh, I wrote this pretty well. I'm like, oh, Sims, I'm done. She's like, where are your margins? What are the margins?
Where's the review?
And I'm like, oh, sorry, it was an accident. Well, it's not good. You have to fix it. And I'm like, oh my god, stop yelling at me. Remember, someone was doing vocab. I don't really want to name names because I don't know who's watching and who's not. Someone was doing vocab. They were doing the work, but Miss Simmons was talking, and she was like, "Why are you on your iPad?" And they're like, "I'm doing the vocab." Well, I didn't ask you to do the vocab. I asked you to listen to me when I'm speaking. Like, she got so.
There's so many.
She wasn't like that high strung. You're kind of exaggerating a little bit.
No.
You're kind of exaggerating a little bit.
I'm not exaggerating.
She wasn't like really yelling, but she was like, what's the word? Like very scorning.
My favorite.
She's quick to just snap.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite, besides Where's the Review, has to be. Once again, I wanted to mention the kid's name, but I'm not gonna. We were doing Lord of the Flies.
Oh my gosh.
And in the text, it's what's his name? Simon. I don't know. It's like Simon lays in a pool of water that slowly turned red or something.
Oh no.
So she calls him someone because they're not paying attention. What does this infer? And she's like, what does it infer? And he's like, like just for like a minute or two. And he's like, she just says, all right, what is he laying in? Like, in a pool of what? In a pool of what? And he's like,
No!
He goes,
This was like going on for like 3 minutes. Like everyone was just like waiting.
And he's like,
And she's like, no one else answer. No one else answer.
I'm like raising my hand. Everyone's raising their hand. He's like, no, he's got it. And he just goes, And he just goes, water? And he's like, no, it's blood! Oh my god. And then we watched this thing and read this book. Oh, not this book. So this little short story, and then we watched a movie on it where they all lived in this town. And they had to, like, every once a year they had to draw a rock, and if the rock had a drawing on it, then they would lose and they were stoned to death, or I don't know how.
What the fuck? What?
Wait, you never read the dude? I literally read the lottery 3 times in high school.
No.
Like every year. I think I've
I've
read it
never
every
even
year.
heard of that book.
It's basically that's what it is.
So then Miss
Getting
Simmons
stoned
gave us
to
the
death.
bright idea of acting it out in class. We're not actually
no.
doing it.
I'm gonna back
So
up
this
the
is
mic for this one.
my favorite story. She takes
You
like
can tell this.
25 pieces of paper.
Yeah.
And one of them had a black dot on it. So we all called our names, we all took one, but we weren't supposed to open it till we all opened it once. This kid took 2 by accident. He accidentally grabbed and took 2 and they were stuck together. So he looks at them.
Oh, Zach, it wasn't your fault then.
One was clean and one had the dot on it. And this kid puts the dot back, and so I'm like, he's like, I got it. I'm like, you have it? And he's like, yeah, but I put it back.
No, I just walked back. I'm like, oh, I accidentally took 2, and then I put the other one back, just like with the straightest face.
And
So the whole point of that exercise is to see who has the dot.
Yeah.
And then nobody
And-
had the fucking dot.
no, it gets better. So I think everyone went, and she must have looked in, and it was still there.
She's asked
So-
she's like, oh, who has the black dot? Everyone just opened it, and no one's
And everyone's like, who got it? Who got it? And then I think she panicked. Nobody had it, and she just screamed, "It's me!" And everyone just pelted her. I think Zach and I missed, but
I missed-
I think
I
we were
missed 'cause I
laughing
was
way
dying
too
so
hard
hard.
because she was like, "It's me!" And everyone just all turned and just boom, just there with paper balls.
Don't she say it like fucking Jack Nicholson? It's me!
And then we watched Lord of the Flies, and then Piggy's death. We all started laughing. And she's like, guys, it's not funny. It's not funny.
Everyone in the
It's
class was
like
laughing.
this-
She's like,
rock
the other
falls
class
on
is
him.
laughing at that too. I don't know why.
This big paper mache boulder bounces off his fucking head, and he's like, "Whoa!"
It's so fake.
Oh my god, yeah. And I felt bad, but then we had to watch like the Helen Keller movie.
Oh
And,
no!
Oh no.
and
There's a
No.
movie.
it was
There's a movie.
there was
It's
one
just-
scene where they're like,
Who played her? Tom
where-
Hanks?
where they're like WWE fighting in the kitchen.
No, they're not doing anything funny.
Back up! Back up! Back
laughing.
up!
But it's like,
ass off.
wait,
Back up.
who's her teacher?
Her like
Isn't it
aide
Sullivan
or
or something?
teacher or something. I don't know.
Isn't her name like Sullivan?
Sullivan.
Standing at
Yeah.
5'4", weighing
Yeah,
on
like
the
she's trying to get
ground.
like she's trying
Helen Keller.
Yeah, she's trying to get like Helen to eat something or something at the table. So she keeps trying to put her in the chair, but Helen just keeps getting out of the chair, and it's just like a straight scene. The shot doesn't change at all, and it's like 13 minutes of just them
It's
wrestling.
like one camera,
Does
and
she,
it's
like-
just like them wrestling for like 10
And
minutes.
she just beats the shit out of her like fucking Daredevil.
Yeah, it's like they're just
and
like
it's so
wrestling.
exaggerated. It's like I can guarantee you that didn't happen.
Like it's like the car crash in fucking the Blind Side. It's like every movie that's like that. It's like the most mundane shit. They always hype up the most like, oh, you got in a car accident, not that bad. But no, it's like for the rest of the movie, oh, my arm hurts.
My arm.
hurts. Oh,
Because he like held his armor to protect the bag, but like
oh, the kid's face is fucked
accident
up
they
now.
wasn't even like
It wasn't even that serious. The kid lived, and he got like a tooth knocked out or something. That's it.
so exaggerated.
It's like, oh, my tooth chipped or some shit like that. Meanwhile, another car crash. Oh my god, I have to tell you these stories. I was gonna save these for when Gilly came on, but when we would sit in drafting, me, Ryan Gilly, Andrew, Quinn, my guy Quinn. I'm gonna miss Quinn. And Nick. We would all sit around and watch the most. We would watch car crash videos, car crash compilations.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
No, but you know what's the I shouldn't say the funny part about it is we would watch one time me and Neil, we were sitting in pre-calc and we were watching a car crash into storefront compilation, and the funny, like, nobody gets hurt in any of them. It's always like some footage of like this woman just running, and then the car just comes in. And the best is the dash cam footage, because it looks like something from fucking Mario Kart, and then he just swerves into the storefront and just, and I picture like the Coconut Mall thing playing in the back. I saw so many videos of that, like a car driving in the mall and the police are chasing after her, and like the Coconut Mall theme from fucking Mario Kart plays.
Where are we?
Oh my god. But yeah, we used to watch shit like that all the time.
That's terrible.
it's funny because like
That is terrible.
with certain types of videos like that, nobody really got hurt in any of those.
I mean, yeah, that's true.
And plus, like, we laugh because of how jarring and fucking like wow it is. Because like there was another one where a car that didn't have any people in it. By the way, it was on fire. The police were the fire department were putting out the fire, and it just exploded. It just fucking blew up in the middle of the street.
Jeez.
But like something like that on YouTube, like there's shit like that on YouTube all over the place. There's like IED compilations of like Jeeps driving over IEDs and stuff like that. There's like the most depraved stuff on YouTube and it's insane. Like if you look hard enough, you could find it. Like there's videos of like the funniest ones are like the fake like monster videos. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like,
no.
Like you look up top 10 scary monsters caught on tape, and it's clearly like people in costumes, or like there's half of them that I saw were like homeless people like spider walking. Like some people would be like in an abandoned warehouse, and somebody is like just spider walking like down in like a hallway, and like they just start screaming, like it's some monster,
And
but
they
it's
gave
not.
it some weird name that's not even true. Yeah.
The Klindoku creature, located at the recent warehouse.
He's talking about Chills.
Oh, dude,
I love Chills. I love him so much.
Chills is such a.
He's so good.
Chills impression.
Number 5.
What?
I don't know how I feel about Chills.
I love him. I love his music. It's so good.
If I saw that
His music
thing
is
running
so
in my
good.
living room, I would step on him until he's a small brown stain.
My favorite thing is like, and before we get to number 1, if you ever wonder what I look like, here's my Instagram. You can follow me at Chills or whatever. My
At Dylan is his name's Dylan, dude.
Yeah,
Dylan is
yeah,
chilling.
Dylan is chilling. Yeah.
At Dylan is chilling. Go hit up Chills on Instagram, everyone.
Shout out to Chills.
Shout
You
out
know
to
that
Chills.
clip of Bigfoot from like
Yeah,
1967?
Yeah, like him walking like
when he
that.
turns around.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the real or not? I don't think so.
I
I've
mean,
never seen it.
I don't think so. But like, I feel like people are always like, man, Bigfoot's out there, but they would have found it by
I feel
now.
like he would've been
Bigfoot's been like a legend since like fucking Native American times, and they still haven't found him yet. Like, unless he's like some teleporting like Enderman creature.
He steals your block and then.
You just see Bigfoot. No, you just see Bigfoot walking in the 1960s footage carrying like a Minecraft dirt block. My God, like, but shit like that has been around for so long, and nobody's found it
1960s?
yet.
Yeah.
What, are you looking at the
The
footage now?
clip.
Yeah,
That
it's
one
like
clip.
it's so bizarre. Like there's certain
Can't
certain
that just be a
stuff.
suit?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
know.
there's certain videos of like shit like that is really convincing, but others are like clearly a guy in a gorilla suit or a Yeti suit somewhere in the middle of the woods.
I know.
It's like it's literally
it's
just the
so-
SpongeBob episode.
It's yeah. Then who's in the gorilla costume? Oh my God.
My brother tried to tell me when I was really young that Frankenstein got out of his cage and he's coming to eat me at night.
Wow,
That's
that is
what
the
he told me. I
most
started
like
crying.
that is the most lame, like young story. Like that's like definition of like shit you tell your younger sibling.
I cried.
It's like
Yeah.
the boogeyman is coming to get you.
Yeah.
The boogeyman.
The boogeyman. Now, I believe there's certain shit out there, yeah, but not
What
not,
about
not like
Nessie?
Nessie. I think it's probably like just an eel or like a shark or something.
That's kind of plausible.
Cause like a dinosaur, like one of those aquatic, like it's not technically a dinosaur. It's like an aquatic
Yeah.
reptile or some shit. Like that, like that thing's swimming around since like the dinosaur ages. Like
I
that's
know.
not
It looks
possible.
Like, is it
That's
still
not-
alive?
Like
Yeah.
Nessie.
It could. Are you saying like Nessie as in it's still alive, or are you saying like it ever existed? Because it. Could
I feel like
exist at one point.
Nessie was probably something that exists in the scientific world today that we probably either discovered already or is something probably just not.
Yeah, I
Like,
feel
it's not like an ancient
Yeah.
dinosaur type thing. It's like probably just a fish that we haven't discovered yet or something. That's what, like, because the oceans, right? Like we've discovered more of like the solar system and the moon than we have like our own oceans. So I believe if anything, there's probably some creepy like weird shit. Because if you go down
Yo, the
far
bottom
enough,
of the ocean,
yeah,
bro,
they go down,
that's
why?
scary.
Like, because when you go down far enough, they all have like human faces. Like all of the fish down there, they all have like human faces. It's the weirdest shit.
Did you ever watch that video? It's like how deep the ocean really is and stuff,
Yeah,
and like things you'll find at the bottom of the ocean.
yeah.
It's like really creepy.
It's creepy.
It
It's
really
like
is.
pitch black, and they all have like these horrified like like you could see like a human face in the fish, like the fish face. Like it's horrifying.
I know.
My God, like what the fuck?
You know the guy who said my main goal is to blow from nightly I don't know nobody.
Yeah.
And then he laughs and he has like the really sharp teeth.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like.
But like you're just like fucking you're in a submarine and you just hear like you just hear behind you and there's a fish with his face and he's just swimming by. My main goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Like you said before, with like it being just a TV show, that's perfectly accurate. It's a sitcom for the most part.
Last season, the network just canned us.
Yeah, but like
Yeah, I wish I took more videos and like photos. And
yeah, me too. Like I'm looking back on it and I'm like I should have done like this is probably like the most basic white girl thing I've probably ever said. I should have done that, like take a video every day, like a minute long thing every day.
That would have been crazy.
In hindsight, I should have done that. But then again,
You can still do it.
You
in the week I have left.
No, but
Well,
I mean,
I'm in when I'm in college, yeah, I'll do
You
that.
want to do that, but
Yeah, I'll
is
do that in
college
college.
gonna be? I don't know.
I mean, college is better because like you're living there with the people you know, like you like the friends that you're making, and you're taking classes that you actually want to take, and the schedule's a lot looser. Like I got my schedule. I basically don't have classes for 4 days. Like I only have one class on Monday. I don't have any classes on the weekends or Friday. So my schedule's pretty
That's pretty dope.
pretty open.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So like the schedule, like when it comes to that, it's a lot easier to you know
it's a lot more
socialize.
flexible.
Yeah. And plus you're living with somebody too. So like you're not always just by yourself.
True.
Well yeah. College is gonna be crazy.
College years.
Where are you guys going?
I'm going to Middlesex, so I'll also be here.
Okay. And you're going to Rutgers, like you said before.
Rutgers.
Already
Rutgers.
flexing.
Is your plan gonna be? I've heard so many like similar plans to like what
2
I'm about to
years
say.
in Middlesex,
2 minutes.
Rutgers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
What Rutgers are you going to?
I have no idea. I don't even know what I want to do yet.
Are you going to New Brunswick?
That's probably where I'll end up.
That's the thing. Like a lot of people like, you talk about community college 10 years ago, and it's like scorned.
Yeah.
And now it's like a place where people could find themselves and find what they want to do. Cause like I know so many people like Barrett, Greg, fucking Tom.
Yeah, I know
Yeah, they're all going, and I don't know about Tom, but I know about Greg and Barrett. They don't know what they want to do yet.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect like why waste all that money going to a university where you don't know what you're gonna do yet?
That's
You're
exactly
still
what I said.
yeah. So
Yeah.
like if I didn't know what I wanted to do, I probably would have went the same exact route as you guys are
If
going.
I knew what I wanted to do, I would have gone to a 4-year school.
Exactly. Like
But
4-year schools, like here's like when it comes to that, you have to have a plan already. You have to have
You have to know
because
what you
it's
wanna do.
it's such a huge investment.
Yeah.
Especially like, even if you have the scholarships and the grants and the financial aid, and it withers it down slowly and slowly, you still have a huge commitment and a huge investment. It's not only your money; it's also your time. So why spend the time doing something that you don't want to do?
Exactly. By 2
Plain
years
as that.
in, like I feel like I'll know what I want to do.
Exactly,
Figure it out
yeah.
and then pursue it. And that'll be that.
But it's also comforting to know that a lot of you guys are still going to be based around the
I'll
same
be
area,
around here.
like in Jersey.
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
Because when I come back, when all of us come back to fucking Jersey,
Of course.
we're gonna hang out
Yeah,
a lot.
absolutely.
Because like that'd be so cool,
Yeah, for sure.
especially for like winter break and all that, in
Mhm.
summer.
That's
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
not
hope.
leaving.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I
bro.
hope.
I mean, hopefully.
No,
Like you said.
everyone's dipping. Everyone's dipping.
I'm
Once they go to college, I don't know you anymore.
Wow.
Yeah,
Zach.
I'm kind of anxious to see what happens with that. Like when people go,
And never return.
will they like even care anymore?
Yeah.
No, like if they go, they come back. Are they just gonna hang out with their family, or are they actually gonna hit up their own friends?
Right. Like, and summer is even longer. That
Yeah.
like with certain schools, like I think mine ends in May. My semester ends in May.
Probably.
Yeah. So summer's a little bit longer,
Yeah.
especially and you're not doing much really. What are you doing? You're working.
Yeah.
That's about it. And
Yeah,
You
you're
have all the time in the world.
yeah. So it's gonna be cool to figure out like once you come back, once everyone like comes back and we can all recoup and all that.
Everyone says that college is better than high school, and I feel like it will be. Like even though I loved high school, I feel like college.
Yeah. But it's just so
You're
hard
more
to
committed
shut that
to
book
it.
close.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you have more to work for in college.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah. Because you have the rest of your life to work for.
It depends on this. Whereas high school
doesn't matter anymore.
In
High
the
school.
long run,
high
now
school.
it's over. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter anymore.
High school doesn't really matter that much.
You gotta
anymore.
get that diploma though.
Diploma
Once
is
you get it, that's it, though.
the diploma. That's all you need.
Yeah.
You don't need like hell. You could be out here with like I don't know. People who have these scores don't be offended or anything. Let's say you have like an 1100 SAT, and you have like
It's
a
not
2.
bad.
I mean,
It's alright.
yeah, it's not. It's okay, and you have. I had a 12 something, but it's alright. But let's say you have like an 1000 SAT, something like that, and you have like a 2.0 grade average. I mean, it's not the end of the world. You're still gonna find your place. You could still like certain colleges are those reach schools where you're like, oh shit, I'm not gonna probably make it in there because you have to have like a 4.0 and like a 1300 or 1400. But like you're still gonna find still gonna find your way.
I think everyone would have been fine because like community colleges will take you no matter what.
Exactly, and it's
then
cheap.
Once
You're not
do
wasting a
2
lot of
years
money on
there, if you can just manage 2 years with the solid grades and you keep that up, then now you'll be fine because no school is gonna look at your high school transcript
Exactly.
after you've done 2 years.
Yeah, totally.
That's like another reason someone said go to community colleges. If you do well in community college, then any college will practically take you because you prove that you can do college courses.
And you don't have to retake courses again.
Exactly.
You transfer the credits over.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, to me it was just smarter because I didn't know what I wanted to do and I wasn't going to force myself into something and not be comfortable with it and feel kind of like, oh, maybe I'm not doing the right thing. Whereas I'm guaranteed, like, I know I'll find what I want to do in the next 2 years.
Right. Do you
Like,
have any
it's bound to
idea?
happen.
Do you have any ideas?
No, I
As of right now?
really don't.
What do you like to do?
I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm going to be looking. It's not like I'm one of those guys who's just going to say, yeah, it'll come to me.
Right.
I'll be looking. And when I find it, like, I have all the confidence in myself. Like,
Yeah.
When I find it and I'll pursue
You'll
it.
know.
and I'll do it.
You'll know the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have one single doubt in my mind that I'll succeed. So.
And this is probably way far out, but do you guys picture yourself living in Jersey still after college?
I don't know. I part of me says yes because this is all I know, but part of me says I don't really know.
After college, at some point, yeah, I'll probably move somewhere else.
I don't know.
But
Within the
like
tri-state?
right
within the
after
tri-state?
college, yes, I'll probably still live in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you're talking like
a couple years after.
5,
like,
10 years after college.
Maybe like 5.
I might not be.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll probably still be in the U.S.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
totally.
I'm not leaving the U.S.
Yeah.
But
I'll probably still be on the East Coast.
Depends on who our standing president is. It's Kanye West. I'm going first
Kanye.
trip to fucking Canada.
Canada's pretty nice.
It is. So I've heard. But yeah.
Yeah, Kanye's president
Yeah.
in the next 10 years.
God,
Imagine.
if that happens, I'm actually gonna be so.
Kanye West.
Yay.
President
No.
Yay.
The Kardashians in the White House would be the end
Oh.
of this
Yo,
fucking
Kim
country.
is the
Imagine
First lady?
Kim Kardashian as our first lady.
God.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, you're gonna give me a heart attack.
Like Donald Trump as our president was already like not hard to stomach, but like hard to be like,
It's
wow.
whoa, like this guy's.
they're
a
cut
TV
from the
star.
same cloth though. They're
They
both
are.
reality TV stars.
I mean, yeah, Donald Trump, he was born into business and he's a businessman, but the only reason people really know him is reality TV and all that shit.
Exactly.
Celebrity Apprentice.
Celebrity, like Apprentice.
Yes, dude.
So like to see that guy and the guy that everyone hated, like Donald Trump was universally just hated. Everyone was like, this guy's a douchebag. Like
Yeah.
no one likes Donald Trump. But then he runs for president, people support him, he wins. It's hard to be like, you look at all the other 44 presidents, and you like put them next to Donald Trump.
He's not the
and
worst.
you see their background.
Yeah.
It's like where they came from. They came through politics, senator, whatever.
Yeah, but Trump isn't the
And
worst.
Trump, it's like weird to see people just working through politics and eventually running for president. This guy just coming out of nowhere and running.
Right, yeah.
That's
it's
just
jarring.
so weird.
It's
to
jarring and like.
Yeah.
I bet if Trump didn't have the background that he has, it doesn't have the stigma around him that he has. People
Yeah.
won't give him shit at all.
And it almost sets like a precedent for people like.
It opens up a power vacuum.
Exactly. Like who's gonna run now?
A preemptive power vacuum.
Remember, like, Oprah said she's gonna run.
Yeah. Now all the people on the left side of things, they're all trying to organize a way. They're all racing to the top. There's like dozens of them that they're running. Dozens of them.
It's like, can anyone be president now? I mean, they can because you don't have to. You need to make 3 qualifications.
But like, can anyone? I remember when Trump.
That's just weird.
I remember when Trump was running the first time. I mean, if he gets it the second time. But like, if he's running, and then I heard this other guy. Do you remember D's Nuts? The guy who the D's Nuts guy ran.
Yep.
Yeah, and he turned out to be like some 16, 17-year-old kid from like Louisiana or something.
Yeah, he got a good amount of votes.
He did.
So did Harambe. Who else got votes?
What a time!
Harambe,
what a time that was. That was sophomore year. It's so jarring that election is next year already.
Yeah, 2020. We can vote.
Like I don't know who I'm gonna vote for, honestly. I feel like it's gonna fall down to either. I feel like it's gonna be Bernie versus Trump. Probably.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I don't know who's gonna. I'd like to see Bernie have a chance, but at the end of the day, I probably think Trump is gonna win again. Which
I think Trump is gonna win again.
Yeah. You do or don't?
I do.
I do too.
I feel like everyone should have a chance. Like I feel like I listened to the pod. Like I was talking to you about this, Dan. The Joe Rogan had
Joe.
Yeah, he had a big old fucking trending podcast. He was #1 on trending for a day because he interviewed Bernie.
Yeah.
And it really makes you think what the media does to like all these political candidates, because they all go after the sound bites. Like you look at the debates and it's all sound bites. Like they're all like, it's all like WWE style, like it's all like this scripted like reality type shit. And like you hear like the raw takes from Bernie, and what he's saying actually makes a lot more sense now than when I originally thought of Bernie like a few years ago.
Yeah, 2016.
When he was making his first run around the circuit with like give money to everyone, money, and
free.
like free money, free healthcare, free everyone.
Healthcare, free college, free everything.
And like
free ASAP.
that is wild. That shit's wild. But yeah,
ASAP. Yeah.
It really gives you like a matter of it all depends around like perspective.
Yeah.
For the most part.
It's kind of weird how like low of a standard people running candidates for presidency are now. Like,
yeah,
I feel like back in the day, no candidate for president was appearing on Joe Rogan on a podcast. Like, podcasts weren't big back then, but like something like that.
Well, because the means,
weird to see
it's a different means to spread.
And
back then the news weren't as biased as they are now.
That's also true.
So
it's just like weird to see like a guy who could potentially be our president is
on
like appearing on a podcast for Joe Rogan.
The same
like,
podcast where
weird?
Alex Jones got high.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just funny to see it, you know?
It is.
Like, wow.
That's like saying Donald Trump on Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that happened. It might have happened.
It
might have happened. Yeah, Donald Trump on Howard Stern. Like something like that.
Yeah.
Like.
But like even then, but he was already a mogul. He was already famous at that point.
Right. Yeah.
For Bernie Sanders, it's like.
Yeah, and fucking another guy, Andrew Yang.
Yep.
He was on H3's podcast.
Yep.
He was training the same day. Yeah.
This is how they're getting to the media.
Yeah.
Like through podcasts.
The news
people
is dead.
Like Ethan,
the news is
like,
dead.
Like Joe Rogan.
Yeah, television news is dead.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I don't think
that's where your mass media is.
Nobody watches. Yeah, old people watch the news.
Yeah, I get my news from Instagram.
Yeah.
Twitter.
I get my news from like that little bar when you're scrolling on YouTube. You see all the headlines. You see all the ABC and the CNNs and the Foxes.
Yeah.
Like that's how I figured out about all the shootings. Like the shootings in the same day.
Yeah. So
my God, insane.
Weird.
What was it? It was Dayton. Was it Dayton?
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio, and El Paso.
Same day.
Jesus Christ, same day. Like when you see shit like that, and still people are saying like, oh, nothing's wrong, nothing needs to change, or they acknowledge that it's bad and they still don't change anything. It's mostly it's not Trump either. It's mostly Congress.
It's not Trump.
It's not. Like I bet if Obama,
it's the same things were happening.
When was Sandy Hook? When was Sandy Hook? Sandy Hook was Obama, right? Yeah. So nothing happened then either. So it's Congress. It's all Congress. You could try your hardest as a president, and still Congress has you on a leash.
You can't pinpoint every single like thing to the president. Like,
right.
Because if that was
they
the
don't,
case,
yeah.
then everything was.
They're the mouthpiece.
Exactly. Like,
They're the
then you could
Congress's
just say
mouthpiece.
that FDR is the reason that they bombed Pearl Harbor.
Right.
When it's not his fault. You can't just blame.
It's like blaming Bush for 9/11 too.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
He's the president.
Yeah, he's the acting president. Like
yeah, there's conspiracies in on it, but you can't prove that. You can't just point fingers at because he's the president. Same with if that was the case, then
George Bush, where was he on the day that the tower fell? He was in class. He was in a school. He probably planned the whole thing. He probably had Al Qaeda in the back of his pocket. Like fucking shit like that.
Why are you doing this?
Why? Like it doesn't make any sense at all.
If that was the case, then Columbine's fault is Bill Clinton. Like,
exactly.
Why was he not being shunned for that? And why was Barack Obama?
Well, Clinton's being shunned for something else right now.
Well, that's true.
But
why was Obama not shunned for Sandy Hook? But when it happened when Trump's president, shunned. It's all Donald
because
Trump's
it's
fault.
the stigma of Trump being just the public enemy number one.
Yeah, that's true. And also, no gun control and pro Second Amendment is more a right wing thing, whereas those two, Clinton and Obama, were Democrats, so their values suggest that they're against it, but we don't know if they were.
He's still our president, and if you don't want him as president, make the change next year.
Exactly.
That's why they
pinpoint him because they say like it's his fault when there's nothing.
Well, blaming the president has always been. A constant.
Yeah, it's their first option.
Thanks, Obama.
Yeah,
shit like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, Obama.
Shit like that.
Like the recession. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah.
It's Obama's fault?
Sandy Hook, thanks, Obama. My kid's dead because of
Obama.
you. Fucking thanks, Obama.
But that's the thing. I never really saw that. I never saw.
Well, because now
Sandy
the media
Hook,
pumps it out like
Barack Obama. But when El Paso happens, Donald Trump is the first person they point fingers to is Donald Trump.
No, but the shit that Donald Trump says was inherently wrong. Like with the we gotta stop the video games from spreading to the youth. The video games are bad. You know
That's
what's
cringe.
Did you see the IGN thing that Walmart pulls?
Yeah.
Yes,
Walmart
taking
pulls
down the mature
the video
rated
game,
games.
the video game ads in mature rated games. Yet they still sell guns in Walmart.
Yeah.
In certain places, you can
certain
still
places in the
buy. You
US,
can still
you can
buy
buy-
a firearm.
You can buy firearms
in Walmart. Like,
Honestly.
what the fuck is
Like
that?
Texas,
You're diverting the
yeah,
problem
Ohio.
away from what.
Same place it just happened.
Like,
Florida.
okay.
Dude, literally anytime any shooting happens, politicians
Video
and
games.
presidents, video games.
It's not video games.
What is this, 1993 with this shit?
A bunch of studies done that disproves all of this.
It's not
Even if it was video games, like look, you could have any combination, but the one thing that you have to have for a shooting is a gun.
Exactly.
People out
Without
there.
a gun, they can't do it.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, look, you have the case like, okay, it's mental illness. Then you have too many video games, too many drugs. We live in a country where people hate each other more. It's too tribalistic. People hate each other a lot more. The divides run too deep.
They're like being inferred and like told.
Yeah.
Don't
we have open borders.
Yeah.
But then fucking, what's the constant there? The gun.
The gun. That's the
Like
thing.
it's not rocket science.
I don't understand. I don't know. The report hasn't came in, or else I haven't found it. What firearm the kid used in El Paso, but it's a gun that. Why? I just don't.
You could shoot 100 bullets. You could shoot 100 bullets out of that thing without reloading.
I want someone to like
some
form
fucking
a
U.S.
reason
Marine shit.
to why that's necessary.
I hunt with that gun.
No, you don't. You're obliterated meat. It's useless to hunt with that gun.
If you shoot, yeah.
Come on, dude. Like
So
hunting
stupid.
rifles are fine. Shotguns.
Hunt with a bow.
And pistols, like whatever.
Pull it
But
Rogan style. Hunt with a bow.
Why should like the kid in Parkland? Why was he able to just walk in at 18 years old and buy a AR-15? Not even. I don't care if he's mentally ill or not. Why should anyone be able to do that? I just don't understand the reasoning. It just to me it doesn't make sense. I don't know how people can defend that because clearly. And this kid...
They loves them guns, dude.
And sometimes it's not the store. Sometimes people do get it through the black market or the gun.
Yeah, there's too many guns in this country as is to make a change.
Like the Las Vegas shooter. He got the gun illegally.
That's the thing.
So
the problem has gotten too big. The problem has gotten too big to the point where we can't solve it with any, like, fast-acting things.
Exactly.
We can't solve it anymore. Like, people are saying, security guards, more guns. Throw those guys in. They had a security guard at Parkland. He didn't want to do anything.
Nope.
He pussied out.
They pussied out.
He pussied out and ran off.
What good is that?
Yeah, what good is that? Like, and now in our school we have Tonkery has a gun, right? He walks around with all of them. Really?
I think
They all have
They're all
handguns.
armed.
Yeah, they all have handguns. But honestly, like, you wouldn't know what's gonna happen until the moment it happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had a threat last year, didn't we?
Isn't it like a bomb threat?
No, we had a
That was
gun threat.
taken so out of
Yeah,
context.
it was half of it was a
That was
joke,
so bad
half of it was a
back
joke. The other half was like, oh, the kid, like they profiled the kid, like,
That
oh,
was so bad. That kid was in my class,
yeah,
and I knew that kid because I went to camp with him, and I knew he wouldn't do that. And I was in this group chat, and someone was just like so adamant. They're like, well, that's who it always is. That's who it always is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't even know this kid.
yeah,
Like, you're just saying this because of what happened in Parkland.
right,
Like, this was like a week after that. Like, you don't know this kid. I know this kid. I'm telling you. I got in contact with some of his best friends. They all denied it. They're like, yeah, I've been hearing this all day. I felt so bad for him. And then,
What actually happened?
so the kid did nothing.
yeah.
Someone made up the rumor about him.
and
They took things like there was something that happened in South Carolina. There was a screenshot of a Snapchat message
yeah.
that came from South Carolina. Someone sent that around and was posting it
And
and
they
saying
pinned
it
it-
came
they
from that
pinned
kid.
it to him,
They
yeah.
pinned it to him, and then I was not buying into it. I was defending him to all these people, and all these people were going psycho. And like, they're like, "How can you defend a school shooter?" I'm like, "He's not a school shooter. He hasn't shot a single person. He doesn't possess any firearms."
Yeah, calling somebody a school shooter for somebody who didn't shoot up a school. That's not a school shooter.
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense.
And then the police got
Yeah,
involved.
once the Monroe moms got a hold of it, it was game over.
On Facebook, people were making up lies about
Like,
that
I don't
kid.
want to send my son to a school where this fucking white kid could just kill anybody any second of the day.
Someone's dad made a post saying, "Oh, my daughter went to school with him, and he tried to pull a knife on her." I asked that kid. He said that never happened.
Jesus.
Everyone was making up lies about him. And then, like, how humiliating is that to walk into school because he was in school that
Fuck
day?
this town, bro.
And
Fuck
everyone
this
just staring
He
at
was
you.
in school that day?
He was in school the next day. We had
I didn't go to school that day though. Honestly,
I
I
had
didn't
a
school.
quiz in Miss Weinstein's class. I had to go either way. But anyway,
You took the quiz.
I took the quiz.
Yeah, Miss Weinstein.
But
she
the
knows how to go
police
through anything.
they got in contact with the police. Goodall said, "There's no threat. It's all been denied. Like, it's safe to go to school," and no one went, which is fine. But
Well, honestly,
I went
yeah.
to school.
But like,
I think you
you should
I went to
still
school, too.
like. It's a mass hysteria thing where most of the people didn't like the majority. They didn't show up to school the next day because there was a fucking threat. A threat that got blown out of proportion.
A
Like
threat that wasn't even
out of
existing.
context. Out of context. If you just heard about that, like out of context, you didn't know the kid. You
Yeah,
didn't know
that's true.
any of it. Like, it's still a threat.
It's true. It's still a threat.
It's
but
still a threat. And I
that's
didn't want to go.
the power of like
The power of
people are very gullible. They'll believe
the power of public
I guess
opinion.
The hysteria that
Yeah, mass
because
hysteria.
it just happened.
Yeah.
Because some people like Parkland, someone probably was influenced by that. Be like, well, he did it. I'm gonna do
The
it.
shit that happened in Times Square a couple days ago.
Yeah.
A motorbike thing like went off, and people thought it was a gun, like a gun going off. Tourists, you know Times Square. It's not all Americans. Tourists.
Yeah.
They were running for their lives into fucking buildings, into theaters and shit. Like, that's the state this country is in, where we're constantly under
Everyone's
this
always
threat.
looking over their shoulders.
Yeah, and it's not ISIS. It's not the fucking. It's not the rapists and the criminals. It's people who. It's homegrown people who have been living here,
Yeah.
and it's crazy.
People forget what America even is because they get upset that there's so many people who weren't born in America living here. Well, that's like the point.
That's the point of America.
That's the point of America. To
But
come
then
here for
no,
freedom
but then the
and live out
hypocrisy
your
about it.
fantasy that you can't achieve in your own country, and then they come here and then like very like racist and like those old fashioned people are like, get out of my country.
Yeah.
Well, don't you know America was founded on the belief that you come here for freedom?
Right.
Like you can't tell me you're American if you don't even know this. Like
Yeah.
that's so un-American of you to say.
Yeah,
believe.
I fall into the category where people are blowing the border problem way too much, because like the border is still an active border. I mean, you should still strengthen it up a little bit.
Yeah.
But like people are, if they want to, here's the same thing with the gun thing. Same thing with guns. Same thing with weed. Same thing with people trying to get in the country. They're gonna find a way. regardless if it's legal or not,
but
they'll find a way.
They'll find a way in.
They'll find a way to get they'll find a way to get the gun, to get the fucking drugs.
It's just like crack, cocaine, heroin. All those drugs are illegal.
Yeah, but
why
people find it. People find it everywhere.
Yeah. Just because it's illegal doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, and legalizing weed won't do anything either. People are still gonna it's still gonna expose a lot of people, more people. Sure, I've known so many people who have fallen into the pit of
dependency.
Yeah, dependency. It's not an addiction; it's a dependency.
Exactly.
That's
you feel like you can't even leave the house without getting
exactly. High. Yeah, and
you say I'm not addicted. Well, clearly you are.
You are.
You're just in denial. Maybe
you're in
not
denial
addicted, but
you're not addicted per se. You can put it down wherever you want, but you just don't want to. You just don't want to.
Yeah, like you
feel
like
the feeling. Yeah. And in a classic sense, it's an addiction. But at the end of the day, like
you can't get addicted to weed.
You can't.
You can get addicted to anything.
True. Yeah, you could get addicted to fucking Gatorade or some shit. I don't know. You're addicted to anything you want.
Exactly. What are you here for? Gatorade. Dude, I got massive diabetes from
Gatorade, bro. Gatorade. Yeah. What the fuck is that? Powerade? Get that out of here.
Is that Powerade? No.
Fruit punch Gatorade or nothing. Get the fuck out of my face.
Is it vitamin water? No.
Vitamin water.
Gatorade.
V8?
V8? No. Gatorade.
But
Can I interest you in iced tea? No. Gatorade.
But yeah. Well, just to bookend this, I'm trying to think of...
The bookend.
The bookend.
Right, Zach?
Sure.
Booker T.
Where's the review?
Where's the review?
But
Simmons.
honestly, doing this show, doing all of this YouTube stuff, just experiencing everything, getting older, doing shit with friends, just doing all sorts of this stuff, just living my life throughout high school. It's made me realize so much shit. It opened my eyes.
Yeah.
It's kind of cliche, but the coming of age.
Yeah.
That's
totally
that's what it is. We're men now. We're no longer boys. We're men.
We've become men.
Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy. Just thinking about it, that I'm gonna be living in Philadelphia next week.
Yeah.
How crazy is that?
That's fucking crazy.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, you're gonna know nobody, bro.
I know.
You gotta make all your
you
friends,
know,
bro.
how many people are going to
You started from square one. You're starting from kindergarten.
Yeah, that's why it's so
That's
I'm on the surface I'm okay, but subconsciously I'm freaking the fuck out. I haven't been able to sleep.
It's hard.
It's hard to sleep.
Get used to.
It's hard to get used to this new thing because and I'm not even there yet, and I'm still trying to say goodbye to everybody.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to it's a hard process because
you've known these people your whole life.
Your whole life,
yeah.
You've been going to school. People,
especially if you're going away for school. If you're staying local, like in Middlesex, you, it's not necessarily as hard.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's not necessarily as hard because you're still going with a lot of people you know. You're still in the same area,
in the same town.
Yeah, and you still are you commuting or
commuting? Yeah.
Oh yeah, so. And being in a completely different city, a completely different environment.
Yeah, it's
jarring.
Knowing nobody.
Yeah,
it's hard.
It's jarring. I bet even Zach. I bet even for you, it's probably a little hard, right? School is very hard.
School is very hard. KK very hard.
She thought it was my cock, but my Glock is very hard. That's what you saw that coming. I knew it.
School is very. I heard that school is very hard.
TK very hard.
Oh no! I heard him say it, and that was it.
Is TK out of prison?
No.
Free TK.
Fuck.
He
free
armed
TK.
Robbery, bro.
Free TK. Free.
Bro,
Jerry.
Everyone
shit.
says free
dead.
Bobby and stuff. Bobby killed someone, bro.
Bobby Shmurda.
Bobby Shmurda. Epstein.
I'm pretty sure
he's
he
dead.
You gotta throw the hat. No one knows where that hat went. It's been 5 years now.
Maybe Bobby will tell us when he gets out.
When he never.
Bobby. We've been waiting.
Where is that hat, yo?
Where the fuck is that hat? Show me the way. Give me the map to the hat.
Yeah, he got the hat in jail.
Remember
Release
Ice
the map.
JJ Fish?
Oh my god.
Something about you, girl. My head wanna twirl.
Oh my god.
Man, Ice JJ Fish. That's such an 8th grade. Zach gonna have so many. I think the the best year for Zach and I's memories is definitely 8th grade. I think
8th grade was my favorite.
That we have like
8th grade was the best middle school year. 8th grade was the best
memories.
middle school year.
Yeah.
Senior year is best high school year.
Yeah.
I feel like the last year of school was
the last year,
year.
8th grade, like 7th grade and 8th grade, I was in that group of people. You know, like you know the ones, the jockey kids who threw the parties all the time. You go to the parties. I was in that group. I hung out with all those people back then, and I went to a few parties, and it was fun, and it was nice and clean fun as well.
Yeah.
It was before
That
occasionally there would be like a few kids who would like. It was before Jules back then too. So like
Yeah, so
occasionally some kid would have like a big like he was smoking like a car battery or something, and some kid would like have like yo I found this Coors Light in my dad's fridge, dude. Do you want to try it? And then I'm like, no. That was like me like back in the day. Me like fucking.
Yeah.
I was like 3'11" waddling around at the parties.
Yeah,
like,
but that's why I loved 8th grade though. Like it was so clean.
it was so clean. It was clean fun. It was nice and fun.
Yeah.
Now,
Natural high.
yeah. Now it's like,
Natural high.
yeah,
Natural high.
yeah. Me too. I feel that way when it comes to that type of stuff.
Now
Just
like
live your
everyone
life.
wants to get drunk. Everyone wants
Everyone
to do
gets the
drugs,
fuck
and I'm like,
up.
who cares?
Same.
Yeah.
No, I don't care.
I'd
That's why
rather-
certain people
yeah.
I don't hang out with because all they want to do is
Same. Yeah.
smoke and drink.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't do that.
I don't do that. Yeah. I mean, it's worth a shot. I tried it and it wasn't for me.
I've done it. It's okay. It's not like extraordinary.
Yeah, I had the same exact reaction you did. Like it's
I'd rather just go like somewhere. I'd rather go to the park.
yeah, than sit in somebody's house and smoke.
Yeah, I'd rather just have fun and like do things
Right.
like we're kids and just chill out.
I'd rather go on a hike.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd rather sit
I'd
in
rather
somebody's
just hang out
garage
with friends
or backyard
sober.
and smoke.
Sober is
exactly.
fun. Sober's fun.
Rather watch
Hashtag
movies.
sober.
Kids, sober is fun.
That's when
Don't do
I'm gonna write
drugs.
that down.
Hashtag sobriety.
Hashtag sober's fun.
I gotta make a sobriety fraternity in my school.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother, let's go. The only thing we drink in the night is some fucking water and Gatorade.
A puddle of water. Just
What is he
just
in?
a big puddle of water.
Water?
Yeah, in the middle of the house, you just got this giant drinking hole.
Water, bro?
Water? I don't know.
Oh no, he fell in the well again. We gotta fish him out. But yeah, like I said before, it's been an honor and a privilege to I've met you beautiful, wonderful boys, and yeah,
It's been a pleasure being on the pod.
it has.
Of course.
Once in a,
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this show after I go. I might ice it. I might
You can
Sell
just
it.
put it on hold.
sell it. Yeah, I might just put it on hold
There's a
for the
long
time being.
break.
Because my goal, I told Pat and you and Phil this last time. My goal for the summer is to hit 30, but I don't even think I'm close to that. I think I'm like not even on 25 yet.
Dude, you got a week. You got to do one every day.
Every day, bro. Grind.
It's every day, bro.
non-stop.
It's every day, bro.
It's every day, bro. Now it's every other day, bro.
See,
You gotta bring everyone in who you had high school memories with. Just
I know
refresh
it's
your
hard.
brain.
It's hard because people are going on vacation. People have work. It's hard to schedule stuff. Like I tried to schedule stuff for the past week, and plans have fallen through like all the fucking time. Like I was in Pennsylvania this past week, and I was just trying to make plans with people, and it's hard because people are going off to college. I know a couple of friends of mine who have gone already. People have work. People are going on vacation with family still before they go off to college too.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people still want to hang out. So I'm gonna try my best to, if the time is right, if everything's all right, capture those few moments before I go off. Because that's at the end of the day, that's why I started the show. That's why I started this show. That's why I started. No, it's not why I started YouTube. I started YouTube because I was a fucking idiot kid and wanted to play Call of Duty and GTA.
Yeah, but now you always have those videos.
Yeah, not
Watch
like
back.
yeah. In hindsight, I feel like I should have started it for the reason as a time capsule.
Yeah.
Because this whole YouTube channel, this whole thing, it's been a time capsule for high school and even before that.
Yeah, because you started that right as freshman year.
Yeah, right as freshman year started.
So.
It was a time capsule for everything that I thought I would do, everything that I wish I could do.
Yeah, I think we all had like big ambitions.
Yeah.
And then they all kind of like. I think we all had a picture of what high school was gonna turn out to be.
Yeah.
But it turned out nothing like we anticipated.
It wasn't some Disney Channel bullshit,
Yo,
bro.
what the hell, dude?
It was such a sweet ending.
I thought high school was just gonna be like Nancy Classified.
Nancy Classifying School Survival Guide.
They're in the hallways for most of the end.
Yeah, right.
So they're
Just
stuck.
walking around, nobody else in the hallways. Hey Ned, where are you? Oh, I'm just skipping class. Oh yeah, me too. It's like
You skip class, you get your fucking ass thrown in detention. And suspension.
Sure. I'm Ned.
Ned
I've
made-
created a guide that'll help you survive school.
Ned was such a badass, dude.
He was. I wanted to be like Ned.
Ned and Cookie and...
Cookie.
What was the girl's
Mose.
name? Mose, yeah.
The bully loomer. Coconut
Yeah,
head.
Lord. Coconut Head! Coconut Head and a fart boy.
I was reading something where the guy who played Coconut Head, when he would walk around the set without the wig on, people would be like, "Get out of here! This is a closed set." And he'd be like, "I'm on the show," and they'd be like,
Watch,
"No,
he
you're
look-
not."
Did he look like Caillou or like One Punch Man or something?
And
He's
he'd
like
have to put the
bald.
wig on because people wouldn't believe him. Yeah, that's serious. They would be like, "Dude, you can't be on here. It's a closed set." And he's like, "I'm part of the show," and they're like, "No, you're not on here." And he's like, and then he'll be like, puts the wig on. Oh, Coconut Head.
Coconut Head, there you
Oh,
are.
yeah.
I've been missing you
Come
all
on,
day.
little devil. So it's like I must have hated himself.
Oh, yeah.
He never had a name. Like, we never knew his real name. It was just Coconut Head.
Coconut Head.
Yo, he walks around on the street and people just be like,
Yo,
Coconut
Coconut
Head!
Dude, it's Coconut Head!
That must suck.
But yeah, back to what you were saying before, like, we all had ambitions, but I feel like we still had a fun time.
Oh, no, absolutely. Like,
Yeah.
It's not what I anticipated, but I
I feel like graduation was probably like my favorite day of high school.
Really?
My best
That
day.
was a whoa.
It was an emotional roller coaster, but like,
That was your favorite day of high school?
well,
Most closure.
because you had the cookout, before,
Yeah, that was
you had grad, which was fun, and was emotional, and then you had the fucking boat trip at the end of it, which was,
True.
my god,
That was
absolutely
fucking
amazing. It was so fun.
You know, I was listening to music today, and "Don't Stop Believing" came on, and the first thing I thought of was Project Graduation.
Yeah.
I started getting chills thinking about that because that was the last
God.
song they played.
Yeah, just looking back on it, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
That was the fucking best night.
Yeah,
Wow.
it really.
The whole month of June was just sick.
Yeah,
You had
June was great.
prom,
June
you
and
had
the first
picnic.
two couple weeks of
Dude, the
July.
picnic was really fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't like. I feel like every summer it's like June is good, July halfway through July, and then it just drops.
Yeah.
And then August it gets better again.
No, but I thought most of the summer's been consistently good.
Yeah,
for
me too.
the
Yeah,
summer was
that's what I
just-
thought.
It was fucking perfect.
Perfect bookend to a perfect experience. Perfect high school experience. So yeah, I feel like it's the perfect place to end it. It's already been it's almost been 2 hours.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
really?
I
Wow.
just like before I was trying to end it,
2 hours?
but I was like, let go for a little bit longer. This was like 15 minutes ago because I noticed I was like, oh shit, we've already been going for like an hour and a half. But yeah,
Wow. Is your longest one?
maybe I say that about every single one. This may be my longest podcast ever, and then I get superseded next week. But yeah. Maybe there will be next week. Maybe there won't be.
Maybe there
Who
will
knows?
be.
Maybe this will be the last
Or
one.
something.
The final one? Question mark? Who knows?
Who knows?
I'll try my
MurphdogTV
best.
has been deleted.
Murphdog been deleted for.
Channel's over.
I've been deleted for
RP, the
slurs.
Pizza Zone. You gotta give the name to Matt now.
Yeah, you gotta give him the name now. That's it.
I'm gonna pass a torch. I'll pass the torch on to him.
He's gotta carry the podcast.
Matt starts a
on.
podcast.
I will knight
It'd be
him.
amazing. I'd be down.
You just give him all your credentials to this account, and then you give him your laptop.
All right,
and
Matt.
the mic.
you're passing
you
the
go.
torch on, buddy.
You gotta take care of it once a week.
You want the Pizza Zone, buddy? You got it.
You're like giving people presents, and you're like, oh, you get this. Matt, I got something special for you. You hand him like a deed that just says.
I give him a flash drive that says Pizza Zone on
Yes,
it.
give him a flash drive that has.
His
the
face
pizza
goes
zone.
white like a ghost, and he's like,
It's finally happening.
"You did it! You
He
finally
wants the
did
name.
it!" But yeah,
Well, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
It's great to be back on the pod after over
Over a year, yeah.
Well, almost like a year and a half.
When was the last time I was on here?
Last podcast.
Last
I think it was
podcast.
April.
Last podcast.
No, last
Wait,
podcast.
last podcast?
Yeah, last podcast was you. Yeah.
Phil
Trust me, I
and
watched.
Kat, that was the last one.
Yeah. I've been trying to get one.
Wait, what about Ryan?
Oh no, Ryan and Usman were the last one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
You were the one before that. That was like June. But even then, Ryan and in Usman were like June too, I think, like July actually, like end of July.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure
Having
for
Zach
all
Attack
of
and the
for
manual
all of
pod.
you guys to come on. If if this is the last one, it's been a pleasure for everyone who's been there to support the show.
I've been supporting since freshman year.
The 24 people who watch this show consistently.
Hell yeah,
Thank
brother.
you so much. I bet this will probably blow up like when I'm big and
This one will
famous.
blow up.
When I'm big and famous one day living in Cali. Yeah, this will be big.
Famous
but,
director.
you know,
Murphdog Productions.
you know
So
how it is.
this will surface and me and Zach will get famous.
Yeah, and I hope you guys, when you watch it, even like I regard the first 10 episodes as pretty bad, but even then they're still really good. Like in hindsight, it's just memories, man.
Mhm.
And looking back on it, all I want to say is, if you guys find this and you guys like watch it all the way through from episode 1 to episode 20 something,
Pizza's on binge.
Pizza's on binge. If you guys have been through this, all I want to say is thank you so much. It's been an amazing year. It's been an amazing high school experience. And if I don't if I don't speak into this microphone ever again, and I don't upload another Pizza Zone podcast ever again, thank you so much. And thank you, Dan. Thank you, Zach, for being on the potentially last one. Maybe the last one. Who knows? But yeah, until next time.
Peace.
Maybe.
Bye.
Bye-bye.